Welcome to Midwest Paranormal Presents Paranormal Soup. I'm your host, Jason Bland, and tonight I am truly honored to have this guest, Dr. and Master Zhi Gang Sha, and we'll call him Master Sha because I'm sure I butchered the first part. He is a Taoist master. He has he's an MD in Western and Chinese traditional medicine. He has a new book. It is, it's somewhat new. I've had it for a while now. I just started reading it last week. The Tao Calligraphy of the Healing Field. Using calligraphy, we don't know what that is. That's Chinese calligraphy, but to heal and to meditate and draw power. He's able to do remote healings, even. So I'm truly honored to have this guest on the show. We've had a number of guests from different religions over the years. I've been a studier of religions, not a believer. Now, not to say I'm not an atheist. I believe in a higher power, and one of the religions that came closest to my feelings on spirituality is Taoism. A long time ago, I read a book that I was like, this is kind of along the lines of what I feel, how the spiritual world works and energy in the body. Not that I know it all, and a lot of this will go over your head. Don't worry, it goes over mine tonight. But it actually has some simple properties to it, too. Taoism is so interesting. It's the closest thing to I tell people my religion is Jediism. Well, this is the closest religion to it, in my opinion. So a lot of interesting stuff tonight. This guy, truly don't want to miss this. You might want to watch this again. There's going to be so much good information. And, of course, we got a lot of weird to get to in the World Wide Web of Weird. Sadly, Jamie won't be joining us tonight. She pulled something in her back and her neck, and I'll tell you what, I've had a neck problem for years, and after every show, my neck is killing me, so I told her, take a break tonight. But I just saw Rob's in the panel, too. He'll be running the World Wide Web of Weird, and we will open up your phone lines later in the show. If you got a question for Master Sha, I'm sure you will. There's a lot of information in here. I've been reading his book. It's totally, I want to get back into this. I kind of feel bad. I looked at Taoism, I was really interested in it, and then I went on to studying other religions. But it's really, out of all of them, this is the one that I felt like a really particular interest in. So when I found that he wanted to come on the show, I was all for it. So join us tonight. We've got a lot to get to. Let's go ahead and get rolling on into it. Welcome to another night of Paranormal Soup. As I said before, I'm your host, Jason Bland. Tonight's guest, Dr. and Master Sha, Zhi Gang Sha, I'd probably butcher that, will be joining us after the Worldwide Weird after our first commercial break. Joining me, as always, is Rob Autry from St. Augustine, Florida. How you doing tonight, Rob?
Well, I'm doing, as long as you can hear me.
I hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
Cool. My mic's working.
It's working. You might be able to turn yourself up just a little bit, a little low, but
yeah, I don't know what's going on with mine.
I had a feeling. I had a feeling like technical problems. No, yeah. It's all right. At least you're here. And let me make sure we get that working there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. And like I said, Jamie can't join us tonight. I told her tune in. I've heard this guest can do like remote healing. Sometimes he's done it on shows. Maybe we'll get him to do that tonight. And like I said, there's a lot of information in this show tonight that probably will go over your head somewhat, but that's what rewatch is for. I'll probably rewatch this show. All right, guys, we got a lot to get to, so let's go ahead and roll into the World Wide Web of Weird. Tonight on the World Wide Web of Weird, I thought I would start off with this story from Elon Musk's latest tweet that they say is blowing up the internet. I doubt it's blowing up the internet. But I find it funny because I have picked on Elon Musk for his disbelief in aliens and UFOs visiting this planet. Well, something's changed his mind. I swear to God, we said on the show, with all those Starlink satellites, eventually maybe he will see something from those that would change his mind. And here we go. This is from Elon Musk. I'm not saying there are UFOs, but there are UFOs. Musk later triggers meme fest on Twitter. For those listening on the Paranormal Radio app, we are a webcast. We're streaming live out to Facebook, YouTube, and even Twitch, where you can watch. And tonight, with all the calligraphy stuff, I believe our guest has slides and that he'll show. You might want to tune in for that, or just listen. We'll narrate as best as possible. You can always tune back later. The shows are available on YouTube, Facebook. We're not a podcast yet. I'm delving into the idea of doing a short podcast for this show once a week, because I know that's where I've been missing out of the world. I was just recently on Josh Turner's Paranormal Roundtable, and he does a live show and a podcast, and he's got a big audience from doing that. He's a real cool guy. That's why the show is awesome. But I am deliberating that idea. So moving on, though, we got the World Wide Web of Weird tonight, so I guess we get to that. So yes, Elon Musk has changed his tune. I'm not saying they are UFOs, but they are UFOs. Musk's latest triggers meme fest on Twitter. I got this from WIOnews.com. SpaceX CEO Elon Musk sparked a Twitter frenzy. It's like a picture, like frenzy piranhas. I don't know. After he said in his tweet, "I'm not saying there are UFOs, but there are UFOs." In a report earlier, the U.S. government had reported unusual UAP movement patterns or flight characteristics. The UAP denoted unidentified aerial phenomena, meaning UFOs. Yeah, we know that. I guess I don't have to read all this because I get into all the Twitter thing. But Rob, I don't know if you'd seen this. I didn't get to watch Weird Wednesday this week. So I don't know if you guys got to talk about this tweet. But remember me saying, he's got Starlink satellites.
Yeah.
Eventually, he's got to see something that's going to convince him that there's something going on. There's people with night vision caramers all the time looking up, seeing stuff.
Yeah. He's got the advantage over millions of people. So,
If something changes his mind, I would love to know what. I'm betting with all those Starlink satellites, they've caught something or seen something.
Yep.
But I find it weird that he just suddenly flipped like that, because he was very making fun of people who believed in aliens and UFOs there for a while. It was really disappointing from the mad scientist.
Yeah, exactly.
What's about chips and monkeys' brains and our brains? I don't know. All right, let's move on. If I can get my link to work here. Strange goings on. This I got from Inside Times. I do not believe the supernatural or aliens from Mars, but what we recently saw here in this prison, this is a prisoner saw a UFO, I should headline with that, was really very strange and still leaves me speechless. My landing was out on exercise, all doing our own thing. Some were working out, others like me were walking around. You get the picture. I spotted a hawk up in the battlements, just hovering like it spotted a mouse or something. Suddenly, a very bright light, which I first thought was the sun, appeared as the clouds opened. The object started to come closer and closer until it was actually hovering over our exercise area at about 100 or so feet above us. We were, by this time, all including officers, standing with our heads tilted back and looking up at the strange thing. Then the object started to shrink and collapse in on itself until it sort of just dissolved into a cloud of mist. Then it started raining on us, and the next day we all came out in a red rash. This has happened. There's people who have reported something very similar to this in other countries.
Yeah.
The red rash from a UFO. I have heard many different explanations from different men. Some say there's a military base on Portland and that this could have been some sort of military black project. Others say it was a ball lightning. Ball lightning is not going to give you a rash. I don't know what it was, except that it was very strange. Does anyone know what it was, or has anyone seen anything like it before? This is from somebody in a prison. What I find, I thought about when I saw this is, what if somebody is an alien abductee, they go to jail, and the aliens, do they pick them up in jail still too?
Yeah,
Are they
really.
still getting abducted behind bars? It never really occurred to me, but I thought about that. I mean, sure, there's a percentage of people that are possible alien abductees. They go to prison. Does the abduction stop, or they breaking into the prison too? I'm sure they're breaking into the prison, even with all the cameras. That'd be really interesting.
Right out of the cell,
Right? Did you picture that? Middle of the night in the jail. Yeah, like guard goes by, do a check, and they're missing, and their alarms go off, and they come back, and they're there. I mean, if they're taking them, or maybe they hold off until their jail sentence done. Doesn't mean abductees go get arrested and end up in jail.
Yeah.
All right, this next one, just recently I saw this posted today, and I had to update the World Wide Web of Weird for this as a UFO sighting. Don't have a lot on it. It comes from UFOstalker.com. I saw somebody post this in one of the groups. It was in North Carolina on the 15th of this month, September. Let me see if I got a description. Not sure what we saw. Not sure what we saw. This is written weird. Let me see if I got a better part. Here we go. Not exactly sure what we saw. It was 6 lights in the shape of some. When it came down from the sky, it happened 3 times in an hour. I've never seen something like this before. It appears to hover. It was like a star-looking thing above it, and that's when those lights came from. I think it's odd. It's like an opinion. This is written really bad. On what it is, the map shows an ocean and some land where I saw. I don't think I have the map on here, but it was near the ocean, so some speculate that she could have been seen. And she says, I think during this video, there's audio, Rob, it's not a ship or something like that, like, because somebody's trying to say it's something on the ocean. Of course, you can hear a kid in the background. It's like the 3rd UFO video recently with the kids in the background talking.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and play it.
Oh, wait, do you see that? That is not a boat. Look at that, look at that. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Do you see it moving? Did you see that? What is that? Oh my gosh. No, look, get off of me.
This is her second video where she recorded later.
That is insane. What is that?
I mean, it could be a boat with lights on it out there, but I don't know. It's hard. You can't tell the foreground or where you can see where the ocean is. There is water out that way. But she's like, it's not a boat. Here, I put some filters on it to try to see some of these shapes. You can put this filter on, you can see there's like some kind of hill or something around there. So I don't know where she's looking out at. If that's a hill or buildings there, but it looks like hilly. And trees and that. I put the filter on because when you can kind of make them out then with that filter. This is her other video. I just zoomed in on the light, which still much of just a light, but I don't know. It's odd. And that wasn't that long ago. It was North Carolina, like I said, September 15th. Yeah, I see. Here I found the map. I didn't put the map in the description, but it is right by the ocean there. So it could be a boat. She says she doesn't think it's a boat. I don't know. It's odd. But that is a possibility. It's just lights out on the ocean. They're doing something. But it just seems odd because when you watch the first video, you do see like a light ball coming down in it.
Oh, wait, do you see
Yeah,
that?
watch this first part. See how it...
That, oh my, Oh my
I mean,
god.
it could still be something they're doing out on the ocean. I don't know,
Look
but
at that.
some powerful lights, whatever they're doing.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Do you
that's
see
weird.
it moving? Do you see that?
Yeah, we see it.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I see why the skeptics would say it's just a ship out on the ocean with lights or whatever, but it does seem really odd if that was a ship out in the ocean, the way that light comes down and how
Yeah.
powerful those lights would have to be. It would seem pretty big. It would be that ocean. Like I said, when I put that filter on it, it almost seems like there's some hills or it's in the distance.
Yeah.
Supposed to be big. It'd be have to be pretty big lights, I would
Yeah,
think,
and-
if that's a boat out in the ocean, right?
Yeah.
You're an ocean man. You're on the Florida coastline. Ocean man, hey, pirates, eyes roll over white. Yeah, okay, but seriously, what's your
Yeah.
thought on that
You know,
possibility?
they're like shrimp boats and all that stuff that are, out in the ocean here. They have big, bright, intense lights, because there's guys out there working, but the lights are so bright that you see the boat, I mean, you can see the deck of the boat, even if it's.
Yeah, with your eyes. I mean,
Yeah.
she's not seeing it with her eyes either, but phone camera, not good. Phone camera doesn't see a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But she says it's not a boat. She doesn't see a boat. So, yeah, I mean, living there, she would be familiar with it too, obviously. She's looking right out her yard
Yeah.
and seeing it. So, I don't know. I love North Carolina, though.
Yeah.
I want to live there. Okay, let's move on. All right, we not long ago, a couple weeks ago, we had a Bigfoot researcher, Todd Neese, on the show, which was an excellent guest. And I saw this, and we covered the ghost, UFO, alien, and Bigfoot and cryptoid. I thought this one was interesting. Somebody speculates missing persons are eaten by Yahweh. Yahweh hunter claims. Although, and this is from Unexplained Mysteries, although encounters with the large bipedal hominids are most associated with North America and the Himalayas, stories of such creatures have been reported for hundreds of years in countries all over the world, including Russia, China, and even Australia, where it is known locally as Yahweh, or Yahweh, if I get it wrong. For the years, Yahweh hunter Jason Hill has been scouring the wilderness around Perth in search of evidence that could prove once and for all that the elusive hominid actually exists. The co-founder of the Yahweh Research Group, he and his colleagues have amassed a large collection of sighting reports, photographs, and audio recordings captured in the country's huge national parks. He also claims to witness Yahwehs with his own eyes. I recently saw Yahweh running at a superhuman speed through the north of Bullsbrook. I believe there is a population of Yahweh all over the suburbs, including Mundaring and Serpentine Dam and Lake Ganagra, if you say that right.
Yeah.
I think they go to pockets of bush near people and use the bush corridors, but because they are moving in early hours of morning and are incredibly quick, people never see them. They have to be quick. Probably, be the best hide and seek guys. Sometimes you can't just stay in one place; you got to move. When it comes to concrete physical evidence, however, Hill maintains their elusive hominids are intelligent enough to conceal anything that might give away their existence. He even believes that some of those who encounter them end up being their lunch. This is the part I find interesting. There are a lot of people who go missing in the bush, and cases remain unsolved, and it's usually put down to homicide, he said. But I think some of these are the work of Yahwehs. That's all they do in this article. But I find that speculation interesting. I'm sure there's plenty of Bigfoot research in that would disagree with that. They're not dangerous. They're not going to eat you. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, if you ran across what we showed a couple weeks ago when we had Todd Neese on, that Bigfoot that was like beefcake Bigfoot, like, looked like it could rip your arm and limb. I'm not going to find out if you like human to eat it. I never did like my kids watched Terry and Henderson's with me and all that, and they didn't like it because it wasn't like the horror Bigfoot movies they watch. I mean, they did like it, but like Bigfoot's a vegetarian. Like he's a vegetarian. He's like all upset about the killing animals and stuff like that. But it does sound like Bigfoot probably is likes a steak or does eat some meat. I don't know. I would think for that much weight, it needs a lot of protein. Yeah. All right, this hopefully not human protein.
Yeah. Really.
All right. Now we got the ghost. We had UFO, Bigfoot, now ghost. All right, for another one from Unexplained Mysteries, ghost photographed next to Civil War Hospital. And I think I do have two photos in here. I think I put a second one where I zoom in on it too, but that's the original picture. Let's see. The image was posted on Reddit, of course, and shows what has been described as a demon-like ghost. What makes it a demon-like ghost? I don't know. Demon. According to a poster who goes by the name Drew B. 1072 on Reddit, the photograph was taken outside a house in Chattanooga, Tennessee, which was once a Civil War Army hospital. The homeowner warned me and the realtor before we arrived that their house is haunted, he wrote. Patients were operated on inside the home and then moved to the field out back where most would die after being placed in tents. And everybody knows about the Civil War and what they did. It was pretty gruesome. The photo was taken of the tree's face, and I didn't notice the figure behind it until this evening. I walked around that field for photographing it for the seller, and not once did I see the shape by the fence in person or any other shots. The fact of the matter is, it's not intentionally faked. I understand you just have to take people's word for it. I take photos for a living and not of spirits, but of real estate. I would notice if I needed to remove a garbage bag stuck on a fence or a big piece of fabric. And that is true for real estate photographers. They do take particular note of what's going to be in the picture. As for what the image actually shows, opinions seem to be mixed. Some of the users who replied were quite impressed, while others pointed out that the ghost could be a number of things, and there's too little detail in the shot to make it out properly. And that's my zoom in of it. You know, you see the fence. It does look like a humanoid figure somewhat, but it's so blurry. I mean, it literally could be anything. A real estate photographer does take note like that, though. They have to. Their time is money. They got to make sure they don't take a picture they're going to have to go retake because something ended up in it they didn't want. Can't help the ghost end up in it, though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a ghost, but it's, Civil War. There always seems to be a lot of good evidence that comes from those places, especially photography and visual.
Yeah.
Some of the best ghost pictures I have seen have come from Civil War battlefields and historical places. Some of the best video, actually, of ghosts, I think, has come from there, too.
Yep.
All right, let's see. So that was it. We got another Tennessee thing here. I don't know if anybody's had this happen that lives in Tennessee, is watching the show or listening on the Paranormal Radio app. If they know anything about this, an unknown phenomenon reported in Tennessee. The alarm was raised on Saturday evening. This would have been last Saturday, not this Saturday, when a number of local residents called up the Clarksville Police Department 911 dispatch center to report hearing a loud, unidentified explosion across many parts of Montgomery County. The force of the blast was so great that in some areas people reported feeling the ground shake. The source of such an event should have been relatively easy to track down. However, mystery only deepened when neither the Clarksville Fire Department nor the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office were able to determine what caused the explosion or where it had taken place. To further add to the mystery, there were no reports of damage or injuries anywhere in the area. Investigators in the incident remain ongoing. I've seen people post on social media about this on hearing it. I don't know if you see the map there. If anybody's familiar with it, look in the chat room. I don't know if I have anybody from that part of Tennessee, loud, strange explosion like that. Lots of people report. I don't know if they reported there was a earthquake there or anything like that's come up. But I do find that weird. And we've had reports of this before in the world wide weird. Other places across the world, they have these loud, supermongous explosion sounds, and then there's nothing there. It's just like in a house that's haunted. I don't know how many times I've heard somebody experience the loud crashing, boom, 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 bang, 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 like something had to break, and they go there and there's nothing there.
Yep.
It's like the bigger version of that, basically. All right, on to the last thing. Here I get on my soapbox. So I called this, and this is what Unexplained Mysteries is getting at here, is could Project Blue Book be about to return? Yes, it is. And if anybody knows what Project Blue Book is, it's not a good thing for the UFO community. According to reports, upcoming fiscal year 2022 National Defense Authorization Act contains a clause calling for an establishment of a new permanent office dedicated to investigating an unidentified aerial phenomenon. If it goes ahead, it will be a first time a formally acknowledged, permanently staffed UFO research effort has been established in the United States since Project Blue Book, which ran from 1952 to 1969. Exact wording in the document is as follows. Not later than 100 days after the date of this enactment of the Act, a Secretary of Defense, in coordination with the Director of National Intelligence, shall establish an office within the Office of Secretary of Defense to carry out, on a department-wide basis, the mission currently performed by the Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon Task Force as a date of enactment of this Act. So basically, they got to put together something. They're going to put their best men on it, like they say in Indiana Jones. We have our top men. The whole reason Luis Elizondo left, they did have the secret program. They were looking into it, but they weren't funding or paying attention to it. He's like, okay, what am I doing here? I think that's going to be the same thing, just more public, and it's going to be a lot of people doing nothing, trying to explain away things. I don't think this is disclosure. I think it is going to be Project Blue Book 2. I've been saying that for a while, that they are going to have a group. And, I mean, it's great that the thing about the UFO disclosure, quote, it's opened up the communication on this topic. It's given people more that have been timid to talk about their experiences more reason to. I was just at a anniversary party, a wedding anniversary party, like a renewal, and one of my wife's, let's just say, coworkers, husbands, was like, "I had an experience," and I love that. That is, if he felt like comfortable to talk, maybe a couple of years ago, he wouldn't have told me that, but he found out I did the show, and his wife is like, "Oh no, here we go." And he tells me experience. I tell you, it's like, I was like, you should read Terry Lovelace's book, because he was like 8 years old, looked out his window, opened his curtains, and saw a UFO, just like Terry Lovelace did. And it looks just kind of what he described. It looks just like what Terry Lovelace saw when he was that age. Yeah. And I was like, you should really read that book. I said, no, maybe not. I don't know. You don't want to find you're being an abductee. That was the only experience he had, but he said he's been a believer ever since. And I think so many people, especially childhood experiences, have had them. When it comes, anything paranormal, but when it comes to UFO, I think a lot of people have them and they don't tell a single soul about it because they get ridiculed. This guy's wife didn't totally buy into it. So even your partner sometimes can't accept what you've experienced. So that's why I do this show. So we have a place and a forum for people to talk. But that is the nice thing. That's the only good thing I think coming out of the whole so-called disclosure movement right now for UFOs and the community is it is bringing us more open to be able to talk about it. Heck, I got to go on a mainstream news report for it, which I never thought would happen. So times are changing. I do think the government's plan is to control the information, and Project Blue Book 2 is going to do it. The times are way different than when it was in the original Project Blue Book. I think they've created something they can't stop. Now that it's open, now that there's an admittance, it's a snowball effect. It's going to roll downhill, and more questions will be asked, and more people are going to want to know. So there will be disclosure, but like I said, it'll be more from us than from the government. They'll be forced to disclose because more people feel comfortable coming out about their experiences. We're all putting the pieces of the puzzle, as I say, together. Then we might get answers. Right now, I don't think we're going to get answers. I think we're getting a lot of fluff, maybe. Yeah. But, it's opened the eyes of some senators I don't think had any idea about this stuff. They're now interested, so we'll see. We'll see. But that's it for the World Wide Web of Weird. Our guest tonight is Dr. Master Zhi Gang Sha. We're going to call him Master Sha because I'm sure I butchered that. He'll be joining us after this commercial break. We will open up the phone lines so you can call into the show. But we're going to do that a little bit later. We're going to give him about an hour. We're going to get into his lessons, his new book. Somewhat new. As you can see, I've been reading it. I've been reading the book, and it is well worn. I've been taking it with me, and I pretty beat the heck out of it. But I'm really interested in this. I've always been a studier of other religions, and Taoism is one of the ones that I found most harmonious to my ideas of what I believe my spiritualism is. So I'm very, very excited to have Dr. and Master Sha on tonight. We will be right back after the short commercial break.
Join us every Wednesday night at midnight Eastern Standard Time for Weird Wednesday, the live stream, with your hosts Jamie, the Living Dead Girl, and Rob, the Phantom, where we'll talk about all things paranormal, including zodiac, astrology, tarot card and oracle card readings, live ghost boxing and spirit communication, where we'll do Voices from Beyond, the Cold Case Files. So we hope you join us live on Facebook and YouTube every Wednesday night at midnight Eastern Standard Time. We hope to see you there. Bye-bye.
Since 1948, Fate magazine has brought you reports of the strange and unknown, all of them true. Fate Radio is carrying on that tradition, bringing you the unusual, macabre, strange, and bizarre. Join host Kat Hobson Sunday nights from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern on WBHM Digital Broadcasting.
Of the second kind, physical evidence of a UFO. Close encounters of the third kind, contact. From Steven Spielberg, the director of Jaws, comes one of the most ambitious and unusual films ever made. And what you will see has never been seen before. It's a cosmic mystery crossing what many scientists believe will be the next threshold of human experience. It is called Close Encounters of the Third Kind. It begins in an Indiana town and leads to one inescapable conclusion. We are not alone. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Certificate A. Now showing at the Odeon, Leicester Square.
The international chart-topping, haunted horror of Haverfordwest has been described as terrifyingly real, a must-read, shocking and chilling brilliance, genuinely worrying, utterly frightening. Don't read before bed. Described as one of the spookiest writers out there, best-selling author G.L. Davies presents Haunted Horror of Haverfordwest, the true paranormal account that is shocking the world. Dare you enter? Dare you read? Haunted Horror of Haverfordwest is available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Kindle, and wherever books are sold. Pray you never have to live there.
This is the sound of a space clock aboard a U.S. satellite 180 miles above the Earth. No one winds up this timepiece. It's powered by a tiny battery, a battery that delivers power for years without replacement. Now the same type of battery, the Duracell battery, can bring new reliability and long life to your battery-operated equipment. Radios, cameras, toys, all run far longer. Duracell batteries, the long-distance power cells, outlast any ordinary battery. The same type of battery that keeps space clocks running for years can bring long life to anything powered by batteries. Dura, as in durable. Cell, as in power cell. The Duracell battery, made by Mallory.
Are you intrigued by Paranormal Talk Radio? You'll love the new Paranormal Radio app from Talkstream Live. You'll find a great selection of talk shows covering UFOs, ghosts, strange phenomena, and much more. Download the Paranormal Radio app now and start listening to the very best in paranormal talk entertainment, including the network you're listening to right now, the Paranormal Radio app, free in Google Play and the iOS App Store.
Switch to DCS ranging.
240, nominal to profile.
We're in the pipe, 5 by 5.
Tonight, we have guest Dr. and Master Zhi Gang Sha. Master Sha has an MD degree in Western medicine in China and also a doctor of traditional Chinese medicine and a certified acupuncturist. He went on to combine his years of study and experience to create the soul, mind, body science system and the Tao calligraphy healing field. He's taught self-healing practices to thousands around the world who have overcome physical pain, chronic illness, stress and depression, anxiety, and found unique techniques to heal relationships and find more success in business and finances. He currently has done dozens of teaching and healing centers around the world. His new book, Tao Calligraphy Healing Field, Master Sha has brought forth with remarkable efficiency, combines tracking the key to Tao calligraphy with his hands or body movement paired with body power, soul power, mind power, breath power, sound power. When practiced diligently, these actions clear out the negative Shen Kui Jing, if I probably butchered that, according to Master Sha. He is also received the Martin Luther King Commemorative Commission for Award for promoting world peace. I mean, I am truly honored to have this guest on tonight, and I know you're all going to have a lot of questions as he gets into his lessons, basically. We will open up the phone lines later in the show after the next commercial break, so just hang in there. We got a lot to get to, but let's go ahead and get to our guest.
Okay.
Master Sha, it's a true honor to have you on the show tonight. Thank you for joining us.
It's my great honor to serve. Thank you.
I love that, honor to serve. I've been reading your book. It's well worn, as you can see. I've taken it with me in my car, which is a mess half the time. It's definitely not feng shui, and I've beaten the heck out of it. That when I beat the heck out of a book, that means I love it. It's abusive relationship, but when I do this to a book, that means I'm really into it.
Great.
So I first, when I was in my 20s, I got really interested in a lot of different studying religions. And one of the religions to me that really spoke to me, and I still, so much to me that goes over my head with it, just to be honest, but it spoke to me about my personal philosophy of the universe and spiritualism was Taoism. And now reading your book, I feel kind of guilty that I didn't look more into it, that I'm really, really fascinated by it. For you, how did you become, what led you on this journey to serve and learn how to do Chinese calligraphy and become a Taoist master and an MD as well?
Thank you. At age 5, I got a cold. I went to see a doctor, and I inject penicillin. Then I didn't react right away. My parents brought me home. They went to work. Then I start to respond. Then I was in coma condition. My grandmother so scared, come to the neighbor acupuncturist, put a needle here. If you have the knowledge, acupuncture needle here is for saving life. I was waking up by one needle here. That's age 5. At age 6, you asked me to share a little bit of my background. At age 6, I follow my parents to a park. You know the Tai Chi, we talk about Chinese Tai Chi, slow
I took
movement.
it in college. Tai Chi.
Good, very good. So a grandmaster and his disciple, they call hands, touch hands movement.
Right.
And the master, little, you no stress at all, just gentle like this. Because the Tai Chi, for people do not know, Tai Chi is the internal power. The power comes from a lower abdomen, the source on the lower abdomen. Use little, no stress, very gentle. The disciple, 15 feet away. The disciple flew, the leg left the floor, fell down. And I ran to the master. I said, yeah means grandfather in Chinese, for respect. And I said, I want to learn this. And grandmaster looked at me for a while, and he shook the head. He said, no, you are too young, tiny guy at the age
You're 6, right?
Yeah. I said, yeah. I really want it. And please, I could beg him. And he said, I want to see your parents. I run to my parents. I hold their arms. I said, I want to learn this. With the great support of my parents, I started my Tai Chi journey at age 6. Every Saturday, Sunday, for example, I one movement, kind of like this. Very big movement. 我推上 You see what everybody watch. This is the leg. It's quite big. And put like this. You standing there for 5 minutes, okay. But you standing 10 minutes. Now you little bit shaking your head. And the teacher like this. Standing here. Do not move. Then I standing until half hour, almost fainted. So at the age 6, I was trained by patience, persistence, internal power, internal strength. So the age 10, I learned China, everybody knows Shaolin Kung Fu. I learned forceful Kung Fu and the sticks. Then, and also this age 10. Then Shaolin Kung Fu, I learned the I Ching, Chinese I Ching. Some people may not know like this. I have a blackboard. Yeah. I Ching is 8 Bagua, 8 signal. Many people may heard about it. This is called Qian.
Yeah.
Qian means 3 yang signal. Qian means heaven. Qian is heaven. Then what's here? This is sacred wisdom. This is yin, like this. Yin, 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 yin. So this one is Zhen, Z-H-E-N, Zhen, Z-H-E-N. Zhen means thunder. This one is Kan. Kan means water. This one is Gen. Gen means mountain. Universal sign. This is we call I Ching. The next one I share a little bit here. This is 3 yin. This is called Kun, H-U-N. Kun is Mother Earth. Heaven, Mother Earth. Then see, this is yin, yin, yin. Then here is yin yang combination. Yeah. Yang, 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 yang. So this one is shun, shun, S-H-U-N. This is shun. Shun means wind. This is li, li means fire. And this is dui, dui means lake. So why I speak this? Because it's ancient wisdom. 8 natural phenomenal, 8 signal, 8 message. How it happens like this? They call one line, 一画. 一画 means one line. 开天 open the heaven, ancient wisdom. One it's like a Tai Chi. This Tai Chi is one line. And then Tai Chi create 两义, yin yang. It's yang, it's yin. Called 两义. 两义 is yin and yang. Then from here, okay, here, copy here, this is how they create it. Then this one is like this. Yang here. This is yang. This is yin. Sorry, this is yin. This is yang. This is yang. This is yin. You know why I speak this? It's very interesting. One line creates yin yang. Yin yang creates 4 called 四象. 4 signal. Then one more. Just one more. This one yang, 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 yang. This is yang, yang. Then this one, yin, yin. That's this one. Then this is then this is just a copy. I copy this line, then become 8. It's called 八卦. 8 卦 G-U-A. This is ancient secret. Ancient message is everything. Give me a little bit. Just give me 1 minute to explain. Okay. Here, then this one is become yang. This is yang, yin, So this is very secret, yang. Then this is the yin. Here, go here, yang, yang, yin, yang, yin. This is heaven. This is lake, fire, thunder, wind, water, mountain, Mother Earth. So therefore, everybody understand the mathematics. This means 2 times 4 equals 4. Then this means this 8. Then 4, 4. This is 16. So therefore, talk about Lao Tzu, Tao Te Ching, Yi Jing, Confucius, major teaching. But the Lao Tzu, Tao Te Ching, Lao Tzu said Tao, like this, like Tao creates 1, 1 creates 2, 2 creates 3, 3 creates 1 wu. We can 1 wu. 1 means 10,000, wu means sense, means 10,000 represent infinity. But the key I want to explain, Lao Tzu said 2 creates 3. Like some people say, oh, Lao Tzu does not understand mathematics. Everybody knows 2, 4, 8, 2, 8, 16. But the Lao Tzu used 1 word. Lao Tzu's wise man recognized by all the major universities as ancient philosopher. Lao Tzu Tao Te Ching so popular. Lao Tzu used 3, includes 3 is bian. Bian means changeable. Changeable number. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, and 64. So therefore, Yi Jing, this 8 turn to 64. Human in Mother Earth, what do we experience? Everything, health, relationship, finances, only 64 information, signal, message. This Lao Tzu's 3 is from all the number, changeable number, that 3 creates everything. Mother Earth is only 1 planet. There are countless planets, stars, galaxies, universes. We stay in the 3rd dimension. Buddha saints 4th dimension. God the 5th dimension. Even quantum physics. I talk about the multiple dimension.
We talk about that all the time.
Yes.
On this show, it's a very common topic to talk about multiple dimensions. But you know what I always find interesting about the I Ching is how I'm always interested in cross-cultural history. The fact that so many other cultures, religions, and ideas are so similar to others that are ancient and should have had no connection to each other. When you look at numerology or pagan religions, I mean, you can go to a lot of different ones. There's so many things that are very similar that like they almost knew about the I Ching.
Yes, I think like that because your show is very good for me to share what I know. I study a little bit of background. Wonderful. So I want to see oneness. You know oneness. Everybody know oneness.
Yeah.
One is here. What's here? And the Lao Tzu Tao Te Ching, one is here. What does it mean for that? Tao, ultimate source. In Lao Tzu Tao Te Ching, Lao Tzu give the concept. Tao cannot be seen. Cannot be seen, cannot be heard, cannot be touched. Invisible. So therefore, Lao Tzu create what? What is what? One is a condition. In the ancient words called Hun Yuan. Hun Yuan means blurred. We can, or physical, I cannot see. Yi means one is Qi, energy. Everybody know Qi. So this one is a blurred condition. Within the blurred condition, there are 2 energy. One is called Ching Qi. Ching Qi means clean Qi. The other is Zhuo Qi. Zhuo Qi, Z-H-U-O. Zhuo Qi is a disturbed Qi. So these 2 energy stayed for eons, millions, billions years. Then they wait for Qi Hua. Hua means transformation. So when the qi transformation happens, then this clean qi rises, Qing Sheng clean qi rises to form heaven. This disturbed qi force to form the Mother Earth. So that is two. Here, two heaven and Mother Earth. Mother Earth. So heaven is yang, mother is yin. Chinese yin-yang concept. So therefore, Tao creates one. One is unputness word. They call Wu word. Cannot be seen. 2, 3, 1 Wu is a you word, existing word. So there's yin-yang in the you word. Heaven is yang, earth is yin. What is yin-yang? Yin-yang is a universal law. Anything has a fire nature, yang nature. Fire heat, hot. Fire exciting. Fire flows up, fire nature. What is water nature? Water cold. Water flows down from a mountain and go to the river, go to ocean. Water is calm, in general speaking. So therefore, yin-yang, we stay between heaven and earth, called yin-yang word. So therefore, number one spiritual law, universal law, is yin-yang law. In traditional Chinese medicine, back belong to yang, here front belong to yin. Upper is yang, lower is yin. Here's yang, inside, outside is yang, inside is yin. In the internal organs, liver is yin, gallbladder is yang. Heart is yin, small intestine is yang. And the spleen is yin, stomach is yang. Lung is yin, large intestine yang. Kidney is yin, urinary bladder is yang. So therefore 5 elements. So yin-yang can be subdivided endless. Yin-yang is here. Then 2 creates 3. What is 3? 1 is a blood condition. Then plus yin-yang becomes 3. 3 creates 1 Wu. 10,000, I said, countless planets, stars, galaxies, universes. Where's human being? Human being is here. You call Ren. So therefore, Lao Tzu said in the whole universe, the 4 biggest things. 1 is here. Tao, ultimate creator. Heaven, earth, also creator. The human being. So there are the 4 major. Tao, heaven, earth, human being. So this is Lao Tzu Tao Te Ching called Tao creation. Ultimate creator created oneness, heaven, earth, and 3 countless planets, stars, galaxies, universes. Human stay in this realm. So therefore, we stay between heaven and earth. This is Tao. Millions of people also follow Buddhist teaching. Right. And the Buddha 2,500 years ago in India, named释迦牟尼佛. He was a prince. He left his wife and the children. He went to mountain for the meditation. He found so many masters. Nobody really.
My mother became a Buddhist, actually.
Good.
Yes.
You know the 释迦牟尼佛, how interesting. Good. And 释迦牟尼佛for 6 years found that movement called Po Luo Men. Po Luo Men is about 10,000 years before the Buddha. So right. Therefore, the great master meditation, and he spent 6 years for this most renowned master. He found he cannot get a highest enlightenment. Then he went to snow mountain, he went to forest, he meditate, go to the deepest emptiness. And finally, the last 7 days, he meditate, the girl, boy give a little bit milk, drink a little bit. For 7 days, everybody know the story. Make story short, at the last day, in the morning, get a big enlightenment. What he realized? He realized emptiness creates everything. What is emptiness? Emptiness is here. So Lao Tzu called Tao, Buddha called Kong. Kong is emptiness. So Tao is Kong, Kong is Tao. In any religion, does not matter Christian, Catholic, Muslim, Lama, Guruji, everybody do the same thing. Either you explain Taoists talk Tao, and the Buddha called Kong, Other religions called saints, lamas.
Oh, Genesis starts off with in the beginning, like God created light. It goes through the steps of creation, in a sense, like it's very similar to this idea of the I Ching and the what I found interesting is the path of like the Tao, the one has to be two, and so on. Like you can't. It's like time space. Like you can't have space without time. Vice versa. Why you call it space time or time space? That for us to get to A to B, that takes time. They're both
like
inseparable.
I want to say like this. Tao, in the Mother Earth, we have a time space. You mentioned time space. Yin Yang has a time space. In the Tao, no time, no space. I want everybody to know the concept. Tao, no time, no space. Here we are living in the time and space.
Right.
So therefore, what is the Tao nature? Bigger than biggest. Cannot say how big. Not in the modern science, use the most advanced telescope. You can see, to see the farthest star, use the speed of light, 1 second, thousands miles. Use that kind of light that take a billions light year to see the farthest star. How big is the universe? Therefore, human we have such limitation for the vision. So also Tao is smaller than smallest. Now the quantum physics did the research. It's like this. For example, this is the space. They use the most advanced for 1,000 times smaller microscope. And they found out everybody understand the wave and the particle in the scientific way. And suddenly, some particle appear. Then you continue observe, disappear. Then dong, 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 another one, then disappear. So because the particle is existence, and wave, no shape. So therefore, this that's why in the Buddha teaching, Se is a material, a particle is Se. Then the Kong is emptiness. It's called emptiness. So the Buddha say this is the same thing. That just by that wisdom, millions of people can understand. So here we can touch human being in Heart Sutra, the top Buddha teaching. Buddha said everything is illusion. Human have such an attachment for human being, me, self-centered. It's my money, my property, I'm hurting. But the people do not know. You know the释迦牟尼in Diamond Sutra said everything, everything, countless planets, stars, galaxies, universes, 6 words only. Number 1 word, dream, 梦. 梦 is dream. Everything is dream. Second one is 梦幻. 幻 is illusion. Number 3 is a pao. Like a baby children. I use a little water, put the soap, put the tube, bubble, come on, beyond disappear. Bubble. Next one is shadow. Shadow is yin. This is bubble. Pao. Pao. Yin. Yin means like a shadow under the sun, under the light. There's a shadow there. Number 5 is 梦幻泡影. Lu is like a dew in the morning, the water above the rest, above the grass, gone. Next one is lightning. Lightning like a thunder. So therefore, that's the second. So that's why human has such attachment. And the Buddha is a wise man. It's millions of people follow. Now even just now I talk about here. So you particle wave. That is Buddha 2,500 years ago. Tell the truth. Now quantum physics. 2,000 years later, realize how could it be a Buddha 2,500 years ago? No such modern technologies. It's a third eye. It's a higher spiritual wisdom. Now, even major professor, university dean, professor, they all know, wow, Buddha is not a religion. Buddha is a very advanced science. Many books talking about it. So therefore, Buddha said a human life is like this. Therefore, human has the biggest issue, ego, attachment, me, and my things, my feelings. Anyway, I cannot go too much deeper, but your show I can do more. Otherwise, I won't talk too much like this.
Well, sure. You know what? I found interesting about. I wanted to say earlier when you're talking about being 6 years old and learning Tai Chi, is I'm a father and I have a 5-year-old and one that's just about to turn 10. And imagine telling them to stand still for any amount of time. So it's interesting that you took to it at such a young age. And I know it's involved in the Taoist belief system. I've had experiences where I had very vivid dreams, 2 of them, that convinced me of past lives. Do you think you're taking to the Taoism and the I Ching and all these things that drew your interest? Do you think it's related to your past lives, or does that affect how you got you so quickly into it?
Yeah, I thank you for that question. I will say yes. Millions of people believe a past life. Millions of people do not believe, especially karma.
Right.
I'm open to talk. Some people I do not believe karma. Some people I believe karma. You do. I do also. I teach for this. And释迦牟尼佛taught so clear. Human reincarnation. Do you believe reincarnation? Right.
Right.
If you talk about karma, you believe reincarnation. Some believe system. Okay, no more. This last life, I go to heaven. It's okay.
Right.
We honor everybody. No argument. But I believe the truth is a human reincarnate. You ask me, yes. I knew my past life. That's why in the beginning I said I'm delighted to serve, because I have been experiencing many lifetimes as a servant, as a teacher, as a healer, all kinds of occupations. And I gained this kind of ancient Chinese culture, Buddhism, Taoism, Confucianism. I Ching belong to the Confucianism. Then there's a Buddhism, the Taoism, there's a Qigong, there's a Kung Fu, there's all kind of feng shui. I study modern medicine, traditional Chinese medicine. So I'm so lucky. I went through all this ancient wisdom. I'm able to create soul, mind, body medicine. Just now you showed the book. It's a Tao calligraphy healing field. I have learned this calligraphy here. This calligraphy from 100 years old professor in Toronto University. She's a Chinese. She's honored by United Nations as a Chinese language expert. She learned this unique art from the last Qing dynasty, the emperor's teacher.
I read that in your book.
Yeah. I was so lucky. I was the only one to receive his like a lineage holder for this special art. I have a very good big exhibition in China, and also another one. I create a soul, mind, body medicine, and I have written 25 books. So therefore, I'm so honored. This ancient wisdom of 5,000 years with modern medicine, traditional Chinese medicine. Now I really focus on self-healing. I believe I have the power to heal myself. You have the power to heal yourself. Together, we have the power to heal the world.
The world needs a lot of healing right now, as I see it. And I reading your book, and I want. There's a lot I want to get to. There's so much. I want to thank John for his $10 donation on Super Chat. Thank you, John. But do you mind if I share with you my past life vision I had? Because I would actually like your thoughts on this. And I've told it on the show before. I've had two major visions. I would say they were intense dreams. But the one I really wanted to ask you about is I had a dream that I was a monk, and I would believe in something of Eastern tradition. I was wearing black robes, and I had stumbled upon my, I guess would be master, the person who I looked to as my leader and father, basically. And I discovered he was addicted to something. I don't know if it was opium or whatever, but I felt betrayed in this dream. That's what I remember. I felt like this ultimate betrayal, like everything I learned and it was a lie. And I went to these, I want to say ministers, I don't know. I went to these people and I told on him. And I thought, well, he'll be replaced. This is the thoughts of my mind. I remember going to the stream was so intense. It was so intense. I was a different person completely. And next thing you know, these soldiers in gray uniforms, and they had guns, so they couldn't have been too ancient. You know, they had guns. We're running through the temple, shooting people. And the last part of this nightmare, in a sense, because it was so intense, I was so scared. I'm running through a jungle as I'm being chased, and I get to like this little hill above me, and there's like a broken down tree, and there's like 3 soldiers. I can see the boots and their gray pants, and they're pointing a gun down at me, and bam, and I wake up, and my heart's racing. I'm cold, like cold sweats. Like it was like I felt like something hit my chest, and you know, at that moment, I was like, what was that? You know, what did I just dream of? You know, where did that come from? Now, I've studied, my mom, like I said, is a Buddhist and all that. I don't know if I was a Buddhist monk. I always say I think I was. I don't know, but I know it was Eastern. I know I was wearing black robes. I know it had to be in somewhat modern times because they had rifles. And that's all I know. But it was so intense. I was shaken from it.
Yes. I directly feeling that you were, I heard from the spiritual world, you were the monk. And you know, in the history, everybody know what happened with Jesus, what happened with Gandhi. You were a great spiritual father. You know, in China, it happened many times in history.
Yeah.
Some leader just, okay, kill the monk, you know, pulling down the temple. That what you experience is one lifetime. You got hurt. That's I heard about that kind of. You are correct.
Before I had that dream, I've always had an interest in Eastern traditions, and you know, I've had a fascination with it. I felt more home with it than I did with Christianity. I mean, I grew up in a home where my parents were like, you know, before my mom even became a Buddhist, was like, you know, you discover what you believe in. You know, I didn't grow up. I grew up in a very like open household, and even before my mom became a Buddhist, I was reading books on Buddhism and Taoism. I read the book. The first introduction to Taoism was Barefoot Doctor's Guide to Taoism, I think it was, and I actually used some of the principles in that, like he was called scooping the loop, where I would imagine this golden light going up through my back as I breathe and coming down and out, and it's helped me. I have anxiety issues, and that's something I still turn to. That helps me. It like gives me energy and helps me with anxiety.
Yeah, what you talk about is a Taoist, just now you mentioned, it's like a Taoist called small circle. I share with everybody, very important wisdom for people to learn this. We really will get a very good help. I can do it because it's not only for show. I learned some practical techniques that could help you. So therefore, this is a human figure. Just now, what you mentioned in my dog calligraphy healing book, everybody knows the spinal column here. And I think millions of people know that we call 7 energy chakra. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In traditional Tao way, it's like this. I want everybody to know. This do like this. They from the genital area, this invisible hole. They go here, goes up. They go down from the front, go down. But the heaven showed me a sacred pathway, even more powerful than this. Is how to do like this. So here, the first house called He. Hey, Hong. Everybody knows special healing sound. Hong, Xi, Yi, Wong. Here, Kundalini around this area. Called you. So therefore. 黑哼哼啊西翁哟，黑哼哼啊西翁哟。This one I call Qi channel. For example, I want everybody to know this is a very secret healing. You mentioned for this. For example, people with lung cancer, COVID-19 lung cancer.
You said lung cancer, right? Yeah.
Lung cancer. For example, lung cancer. Lung cancer, how to heal lung cancer, but I want everybody to know we have 600 subjects with chronic pain, life-threatening conditions, leukemia, lung cancer, brain cancer. I have the cases, 80% liver cancer. Everybody on staff.
Oh yeah, that's like a death sentence.
Recover.
Really? That's like a death sentence. Usually.
hard to believe. I
Right.
have 600 cases. Therefore, I'm not only a spiritual teacher, a doctor, a healer, but I have done many, everybody understand medical research, hard data. I'm actually ultrasound, CT scan, blood testing. So we have, everybody can find more my information. So I just explained to be the wisdom. When you have a lung cancer, people do not know the blockage here.
Yeah.
Blockage on here, on the neck area. Because this is the circle flow. When here pressure is high, then the lung cannot flow. So therefore, how to do what? Dig a hole here.
Right.
Then release the pressure. Then this one called flow down. So therefore, that's why I just make it very simple. This channel you have to flow. Liver cancer, also any cancer, any trouble on colon is here block. So therefore, you make sure this channel flow. So this is so important, regardless where the trouble, as long as you make the circle. I want to show you. I want to show you in my animation here. In my book, I have animation. You show the people. Now so many people study my book because why? It's MR code. I show you what, Liang. I show you in the screen because it's my studio. That everybody watch. And you just keep doing this. And wow, you feel better. And the cancer, tumor, pain, and from heart, lung, stomach, liver, anything. One channel heal all sickness. Therefore, I said, I have the power to heal myself. You have the power to heal yourself. And today, I listen. And today, I think, could you later give me 10 minutes?
Of course.
I will do a massive healing for everybody.
Yes, I need it. Jamie, that's my co-host, needs it. She's not here tonight because she's got neck pain.
No. And I think your listener and later be so many people. I want everybody to know why I was in India 10 years ago. And the local events, 1,000 people. Then therefore, a TV station broadcasting nationally. Millions of people watch me. This is 10 years ago. Then I was on the stage. One MD comes to the stage. He said, I want to share with everybody 2 cases of my patients. One is psoriasis. Whole body inflamed and the dry skin fall down.
Yeah, I suffer from that.
Yeah, good. He said, Master Sha Soul Mind Body Medicine teaches hello soul technique, soul healing. So what happened is like I want to share everybody. Dear soul mind body of my skin. Skin is a major part of the body. Who think about the skin has a soul? Body, mind, spirit. Every cell has a soul. Spirit, light being, body, organ, cell has a soul. Dear soul mind body of my skin, I love you. You have the power to heal yourself. Do a good job. Thank you. What does it mean? Conversation with the soul, heart, mind. I repeat again. Dear soul, mind, body of my skin, I love you. You have the power to heal yourself. Do a good job. Thank you. This is my early book 10 years ago. This is my new book. So this is then what happened within 2 days. This lady suffered 7 years to take a cortisone, whole body inflamed, itchy. She's a spiritual woman. Then using my technique, 2 days later, inflamed gone. 7 days later, whole body skin. This MD said, wow, I cannot believe what Master Sha did for this say hello technique. Second case, a lady has a uterus cyst, big like a ball. Dear soul, mind, body of my uterus, I love you. Remember, I want everybody to know that's not 5 minutes work. This kind of lady are doing 2 hours a day, half hour. What are they going to do? Whole body itchy. And in my teaching, chronic pain more than 1 year, life-threatening condition, you need to put your time. Olympic champion cannot get an Olympic champion right away. You need lots of exercise. You do not think instant miracle. But this lady with a ball, uterus cyst, for uterus cyst, big one like a ball, 3 weeks later, disappear. Then this doctor said, I never see that kind of result. I didn't do nothing. We tried everything, but that's called miracle. Then what happened? I said, everybody stand up. I did a soul operation because millions of people. I said, everybody stand up, give your bag. Everybody give me a bag. I put my hands on the air. I said, I will do a soul operation. It's not a surgeon and the doctor has a surgeon. I just put my hand here. I said, from my neck to tailbone. I said, relax. I just pour, I cut it. Today I will do a soul operation for all your listeners. Anybody,
awesome.
Let me do I just cut it. I open. Then what happened? Then 1 month later, I went to Mumbai again. A lady come to me for private consultation. And she asked me, she said, I said, how do you know me? She said, how do I know you? 1 month ago, you had a TV show, you do a soul operation. I have a friend scheduled for sleep disc for operation. You just like this, soul operation, gone already. Therefore, anyway, nothing guaranteed. Let me today, you give me 10 minutes.
I will.
Let me do a major healing for all the listener and everybody can just view again. Anyway, I will do a major healing through dot calligraphy, soul operation. Sounds hard to believe. No guarantee because I want everybody to know. Go to the YouTube, see this 100 stories with people 30 years stomach pain, 52 years hip pain with 2 operations, lupus, cancer, and the people 40 years anger, depression, anxiety, also mental disorder. You just see, I have so many thousand heart-touching stories, people's feedback. But I will explain, Nathan here, I explain to you before I do a major healing. I explain to a Shen Qi Jing and Nathan really little bit. What is a Shen Qi Jing universal law? It's ancient wisdom. I have to explain to you that I use a dot calligraphy wall. Now, and it's like a calligraphy. Then the calligraphy radiate the light. This is the invisible light. So I will just prepare you for time, whatever pain, inflammation, tumor, cancer, depression, anxiety. But I do a field healing, dot calligraphy healing field. The book called Dot Calligraphy Healing Field. And this field, just like does not matter you feel, not feel. And anyway, nothing guaranteed. Try, give a try.
You know, I want to find interesting is when I first picked up your book earlier this week and started reading it, I like to skim through before I start reading, like, oh, what is this going to be like, and get an idea. And the first page I opened was page 20. And it was talking about forgiveness. And you go, for example, if you have knee pain, suffer from anxiety, have financial challenges, or for all your life challenges, you can do a general forgiveness practice. What I found funny was like I pulled, that was the first sentence I read, is that I am currently having massive knee pain. I'm currently dealing with major anxiety and worrying about my financial future. That was all the things on my mind. And the first page I opened up when I first grabbed your book was that. So I believe energy travels. I believe like in karma, and I believe that you're in the possibility of you be able to, you know, channel that energy and send it out to our listeners. We've had other people do this on the show, like in their own form or way. So I'm very appreciative of you doing this. And we're going to go to commercial break in like 10 minutes, but I'd like to wait till after that commercial break for us to do it, if that's all right.
Yes.
All right. Awesome.
You want to have break now? How long we have time for break now?
We're going to go to break in about 10 minutes. We always go like top of the hour. So
okay, good.
So
if that the case, can I explain to everybody
please.
what kind of healing I'm offering? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, but see here. So therefore, also in this book, I wrote another book called Tao Science with Quantum Physics. But this is I shared
I'd
also
like to get
here.
that one.
Yeah, Tao Science. I will share to you. The 3 words, everybody. One is Shen, S-H-E-N. The second is Qi. Everybody know Qi, Qi, vital energy, life force. Sometimes use Qi like this. Chinese Qi, Qigong. Jing, Jing is matter, material. Shen has 3 words called soul, heart, and mind. Now I'm explaining to this one first. Modern medicine, I study modern medicine. Modern medicine in 1 word. Modern medicine focus on matter.
Right.
It's the cell, This is the liver. There's the millions of cells. So one cell membrane, nucleus, DNA, RNA inside cell units. But the inside the cell is the matter. Our cells are hard, boom, da, da, boom, da, da, boom, long hill, inhale, exhale. This moment, everybody thinking and listening. So after eating stomach. So cellular vibration, everybody understand. So when cells contract, what happened? When cells contract, this matter radiate out. This is called energy. Energy around the cells. Then they go this way, matter turn energy. When cells do like this, go out. When cells expand, they go back. Then they go back. Therefore, cells pull like this, go this way, cells like this, go this way. So therefore, and this is they are energy matter in a relative balance. Energy matter. Beloved Einstein, relativity, see here, matter, energy. So therefore, relativity is about the relationship between energy and matter. But relativity does not include this one. It includes Shen. So therefore, I know this is a modern medicine here, traditional Chinese medicine, Qigong yoga, and Reiki. Many healing modalities focus on energy. So therefore, psychology here, mind over matter, mindfulness. Many people meditate. They focus on here. Meditation, positive words, positive thinking, wishless light, they're on here. So now heart, but the people may not understand heart in ancient teaching. Heart houses the soul, house the soul, house the mind. So therefore, soul is the spirit. And also in quantum physics called information or message. So therefore, millions of people believe here, millions of people believe here, but the people do not know the same thing. In fact, it's a different term. And the information is soul, spirit. Spirit information is information message. Therefore, scientists and religions, spirituality can come back together. So what is my healing? My healing is I am sending positive message here. Then message, what a message? Calligraphy, I explain to you shortly. And the message in the calligraphy is like a spiritual portal. We are in third dimension, fourth dimension, Buddha, saints, God in fifth dimension, even higher. This is spiritual portal, go to top of the heaven. That this is invisible, like a Tao power. Invisible, cannot see. It just flow. Everybody know car wash. You drive the car to the shop, water. But you know, but this kind of light coming, back pain, shoulder pain, tumor, cancer, all change. The healing is so simple, hard to believe. It's a high dimension love light. What's Tao? Tao is the ultimate source. Love, light. Love melts all blockage. Love heals. Second point is in the Tao calligraphy, the field, there's a field, calligraphy field, carry the frequency vibration. Everybody understands frequency vibration. It's a very tiny frequency vibration for shoulder pain, for back pain, for breast cancer, stomach issue. They just go through. So in fact, it's this invisible light flows through. The third point is positive information, energy matter. So therefore, what is our soul is the message. What is our heart? Receiver. Okay, this positive message, love, frequency, vibration. I love it. I love it. The whole me. And mine is a processor. Okay, what a processor in the factory? They said
a processor.
Processor. Thank you. Processor. Thank you. Then this material is through the chain reaction. The result come out. The product come out. Processor. So therefore, the processor. What is energy? Mover. What is a blood? Transformer. Matter. So therefore, the chain reaction, message, receiver, processor, energy mover, and the transformer. Later transformer. What our body 70% are liquid. We have blood circulation, blood clog, circulation no good. for example, uterus, stomach, the lung, heart, and shoulder, back, does not matter. From head to toe, skin to bone, is capillary system, either spasm, either something of a blood clot is more serious already, tumor cancer more serious. So therefore, this is a positive way. What's the negative way? People angry. Oh, I'm upset. Some people hurt me. I'm a fear. Therefore, liver's anger and heart's depression, anxiety. Spleen connect with worry. Lungs grief. Kidneys is fear. So all here. Just now you see the page 20. Just now you said which there's a chart. Later I show you, and after the break I show you the chart. So therefore, people anger, depression, anxiety. Then how to receive this negative information, then go to the mind, then affect energy and blood flow. So therefore, this is how people get sick. Negative information, energy matter. The Tao calligraphy later, after we return, how about this, Nathan? Well, after return, I will live create a calligraphy. Everybody can feel how I create it. Then I give you a wall, and the people can feel the power that we give everybody 10 minutes. Tao calligraphy, light massage. We have created 1,000 heart-touching stories. Today, you see our show, give a big healing for people.
That's awesome. For me, I'm wearing the shirt right now that says, "May the Force be with you." When I tell people like what religion I belong to, I said Jediism. I put that in the census because for Star Wars, I don't know how familiar you are with Star Wars. I know I'm a geek, but is about light and dark, the dark side, the light side, and the Force. I believe in a higher power, but I don't. Even as a kid, I could never believe of a guy, a godlike figure sitting on the clouds. I looked at it as something that's unknowable, not physical, not a person, not a male, not a female, a force. That's what resonated with me the most as a child, and still to this day is my spiritual belief in a will or force that moves life. And one of the things too, besides healing the body, you talk about in your book is also financial too. I mean, it's also your life, the energy you put out and what you get back from it.
Oh, can I see a story? Nathan share story. David Meltzer. People can find it in the Instagram, and he has quite a few shows. He's a sports agent. I met him 7 years ago. David Meltzer, lots of, very popular now. I wrote a calligraphy, and I have his interview. People can find it on the internet. Then he just used a hand tracing the calligraphy. And behind me is a calligraphy. And he said, I do not know. He traced a calligraphy. His business before 1 year, 1 to 1.5 million. And traced a calligraphy 1.5 years later, his business turned to 60 million. 60. And he said, I could not believe. I do not know how, but Master Sha said, okay, let me connect with this field. So this calligraphy has a positive, I said, love, light, frequency, vibration, positive information, energy, matter that could transform negative information and matter. Nathan, could we do this if you kindly, after this show, can you show a few minutes my dog calligraphy introduction with a video? Then I offer the healing. People understand, oh, that is a dog calligraphy. How about that? Give me about a few minutes. We show a small video.
Yeah, we can.
Then we do a major healing for everybody as gifts.
Okay, we're going to go to commercial break then, and we'll get back to that. And everybody, stay tuned, because we got a lot to get to. Healing energy. A lot of people, like I said, you might have to go back and watch the show again. There's a lot of information here. I'm trying to, I've been reading this book, and it makes me want to get more back into reading about Taoism, because it's something that's always fascinating, and I felt a very instant connection with the first time I ever learned about Taoism. So it might be your first time learning too. So I know a lot of information here, but we have an excellent guest to learn about it, Master Sha, when we come back after the short commercial break.
conducting an experiment into the combined effects of sensory deprivation and hallucinatory drugs. The subject of the experiment is himself, and the experiment is out of control. Ken Russell's Altered States, a film that must not be missed, is in the West End now. Altered States, Certificate X.
Do you wish for more paranormal and spiritual content? The Paranormal Chronicles magazine is a free digital magazine crammed with the very best in paranormal and spiritual articles and features. No sign-up, no subscription, just free reading and knowledge for you. Read today at www.paranormalchronicles.com/magazine.
Oh, come on. I'm Southern, but... nope.
That'll do. Hello, I am Kat Hobson, host of Paranormal Experience here on WBHM Digital Broadcasting out of Birmingham, Alabama. I enjoy having guests from all areas of the paranormal, from ghosts to ufology to cryptids and beyond. You'll find some of the best researchers in their fields bringing you some great information. Join me on Wednesday nights from 8 to 10 p. Eastern here on WBHM Digital Broadcasting.
Join us every Wednesday night at midnight Eastern Standard Time for Weird Wednesday, the live stream, with your hosts Jamie, the Living Dead Girl, and Rob, the Phantom, where we'll talk about all things paranormal, including zodiac, astrology, tarot card and oracle card readings, live ghost boxing and spirit communication, where we'll do Voices from Beyond, the Cold Case Files. So we hope you join us live on Facebook and YouTube every Wednesday night at midnight Eastern Standard Time. We hope to see you there. Bye-bye.
Paranation Magazine is a new paranormal magazine based out of Denver, Colorado. Our goal isn't just to give you the best paranormal content out there, but to promote paranormal unity. We're doing this by giving everyone an opportunity to tell their stories and to share their experiences. For more information, follow us on Facebook at Paranation Magazine and soon, paranationmag.com.
I've Never Met a Dead Person I Didn't Like is the extraordinary travels of a young, alone, and broke psychic in the highly anticipated new book from internationally renowned psychic, medium, medical intuitive, and best-selling author Sherry Dillard. Critics have described I've Never Met a Dead Person I Didn't Like as an engrossing memoir, an empowering story of how a broken girl came to accept her psychic gift, a refreshing and fun read. I've Never Met a Dead Person I Didn't Like is available through Amazon, Kindle, Barnes & Noble, and wherever books are sold.
Edgar Allan Poe wrote Spirits of the Dead with a pen dipped in warm blood. You will see the ultimate in terror with this important all-star cast. Brigitte Bardot, Alain Delon, Jane Fonda, Terence Stamp, and Peter Fonda in Edgar Allan Poe's Spirits of the Dead. Only Poe's demented genius could bring to the screen such horror and evil. Spirits of the Dead stars Brigitte Bardot, Alain Delon, Jane Fonda, Terence Stamp, and Peter Fonda. Directed by three masters of the cinema, Federico Fellini, Louis Malle, and Roger Vadim. Spirits of the Dead is an adventure in terror beyond your wildest nightmares. Spirits of the Dead in color is rated R.
The answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything is 42. Yes, I thought it over quite thoroughly. It is, it's 42. It would have been simpler, of course, to have known what the actual question was.
But it was the question. The ultimate question. Of everything.
That's not a question. Only when you know the question will you know what the answer means.
You're listening to Paranormal Soup, bringing you the weird every Sunday night. Call into the show and join the discussion. The call-in lines are 219-230-4444 or 260-225-9419 or by Skype caller ID OOJBland00 or JBland Paranormal Soup. And now to your host, Jason Bland.
Tonight's guest is Master Zhi Gang Sha. We call him Master Sha. Somebody's asking, how do you address him? If you call in Master Sha, I think we'll do. We will open up the phone lines. Just hang in there. I'm not going to take your calls just yet because we got some healing to do. Master Sha is going to do a healing for everyone in the audience tonight. And I think we're going to start with a short video, too, beforehand. So, you know, what I always say, the paranormal happens live here. Also does the spiritual. And that's why I love doing this show live. I've been talking about I am going to start working maybe on doing a podcast. I've said it before. I don't have as much fun with podcasts as I do with live shows because of this. Things like this, what Master Sha is wanting to share, his service to humanity in a way that he's going to share with you is healing energy. And I can't wait to hear what the results are for you, everyone out there. You can always email me at paranormalsoupjbland@gmail.com. Tell me tonight if you have a healing from this. I would love to know. But we will take your phone calls here in just a little bit, so just hang in there. But let's go ahead and get back to our guest. Let's see. We got Master Sha. You still there with us? Yes, you
Jason, okay, I'm here. Jason, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, Jason, let me create a calligraphy, dog calligraphy live. Take me 2 minutes, okay?
No problem.
I'm going to write the Tao. Tao is a source. De is a nutrient from heaven. Then Da I greatest love. Everybody watch. 这样可以看到吗？他们。This is Tao. I connect with the source. They put the love, light, frequency, vibration within. 这样，来，快来接，来拉一下。
For those listening on the radio, we're watching his calligraphy. You can join us on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook to see this. But, you know, if you have never seen what Chinese calligraphy looks like, it's beautiful. I don't have audio if you're talking, Master Sha.
I said, can you, can I show a little bit, a few minutes tape or healing tape?
Yeah,
then I do,
go for
and
it.
I do for everybody. Thank you. 好，亮。好，亮。
3 years ago, in 2016,
My breast cancer metastasized in my liver, and it was too late for any chemotherapy. I never imagined that my life could be saved by calligraphy art. My liver was 80% covered with cancer. There was really no hope for me. But after 2 months, I received Tao calligraphy blessings. An MRI showed 1 dot on my liver. Now in December, I do the last scan CT, and the PET is clear, it's clean, I'm healthy.
Born in Xi'an, China, from the age of 6, Dr. and Master Zhi Gang Sha began his practice of Eastern arts, including Tai Chi, Qigong, feng shui, and I Ching. At a very young age, Master Sha saw people suffering and felt great compassion for the sick and elderly.
When I was at the age 13, I saw a woman who sat beside the street and it was so difficult, like breathing. I came to her, I said, "What happened to you?" She said, "I had asthma." I asked her, "Have you seen the doctor?" And she said, "Yes, but she still suffers a lot." I saw it in my heart. They plant the seed that I want to be a doctor and a healer to help people.
As a young man, Master Sha went on to study at Xi'an Medical University, completing his medical degree in Western medicine. He was also certified as an acupuncturist and herbalist by the World Health Organization's Institute of International Acupuncture in Beijing.
Da. Stand up, everybody. Da. Give him a big hand, everybody.
Through the healing I did, I just knew there was, with the source and Mother Earth, and that we could heal. And I got this far, but I knew that there was just so much more, and I didn't know it until I experienced what I got to experience today. It's phenomenal. Like dealing with this for a little over 10 years, and I have to focus on every single step to make myself walk straight, to stay vertical without falling down. It just feels good, man. I'm gonna do it again.
In 2013, Master Sha learned a very special form of Chinese calligraphy called Ibiza, and became the sole lineage holder of Professor Li Qiuyun, who was more than 100 years old. Professor Li was educated directly by Tai Shi, who is a descendant of Kongzi, the founder of Confucianism.
When I create a calligraphy, I connect with the source. The Shen Qi Jing of the source came into the calligraphy.
What the teachers teach in that Tao calligraphy class to our students in the specials is the meditation component, the tracing component of the characters, the singing of the love, peace, and harmony. I mean, if you look at the same time last year where we're at, we had 50 incident referrals, and referrals are based on behaviors that teachers send students to the office for. And then this year, at the time we went out on Christmas break, we had 5. And so I can directly tie it into our behavior challenges going down.
I have studied with Dr. Master Sha for past 20 years. I have collaborated in the research with Dr. Master Sha since 2000, and over the past 20 years, we have done together about 15 clinical studies. We presented 31 research reports on medical conferences and in hospitals. Currently, we have 7 active clinical studies, and 4 new studies are in preparation, soon to be started. In all our studies, we have observed significant improvement of well-being, and some illnesses were markedly improved or even completely resolved. The preliminary analysis of current studies is showing very promising results.
I'm a pediatrician, and my wife and I, we run a practice. We have a practice in Graz, Austria. Since April 2019, we have the great honor to have our own Tao Chang in our practice. This Tao Chang is the source field created by Tao calligraphies. And after several sessions with my own issues, I can really explain that my hypertension is much more better. It is very, very important to combine both mind and body medicine and also soul medicine to help our patients, what we call soul, mind, body medicine.
Tao Chang means the source field or creator field. When people trace the calligraphy, the field, soul, heart, mind come to the body to balance our field.
Dr. and Master Sha and I co-created Tao Science. Tao Science could help solve challenging problems in quantum physics and grand unification theory. It not only provides a framework to unify all matter, forces, space, and time, it can also unify science and spirituality at the fundamental level. In the last few years, we have published more than 15 papers in peer-reviewed scientific journals and presented in 8 international conferences. According to quantum physics, everything is essentially a vibrational field carrying information. Tao Science reveals that information determines our life. Positive information brings good health, relationships, and finance. Negative information causes sickness, challenges, and difficulties. Master Sha's Tao calligraphy healing field is advanced technology with a powerful vibrational field carrying positive information to transform negative information. It can help improve health, relationships, finances, and every aspect of our lives.
Over the past 25 years, Master Sha has traveled the world and taught and gathered students in more than 20 countries. His passion to heal, to teach, and to empower everyone to heal themselves and others has led him to gather a dedicated community of healers and teachers worldwide. He has created healing centers in 10 major cities, including Toronto, Vancouver, San Francisco, Honolulu, Sydney, London, Amersfoort, Antwerp. Many leaders have recognized and honored Master Sha with awards, titles, and appointments. He has shared his wisdom in over 20 books. 11 of these books have reached the New York Times bestseller list, and 4 have reached number 1.
I feel it from my hips all the way to my feet.
Okay, well, what kind of feeling? Pain or what?
Pain, numbness.
Oh, numbness,
yeah.
Okay.
Really, really bad. Sometimes I can't even get out of the bed. I would like to thank Love, Peace, and Harmony for all they do. To come out into a community like this, people really don't come out. They just pass by us. They don't really care. But it's good to see that there's people of this stature who actually cares and will come to a place like this.
How the pain level, before the pain level, how high, now so high?
Beyond, but now I can twin.
I'm grateful, very grateful, thank you.
We have a lot of people here that needs this type of healing, and we appreciate it very, very much.
Master Sha leads his students by his own example, always demonstrating the greatest heart of unconditional service. His students have followed in his footsteps to spread love, peace, harmony, and the healing art of Tao calligraphy in local communities in many remote parts of the world. Persistently moving forward, teaching and generously sharing everything he has learned, Master Sha is the beloved teacher and spiritual father of thousands of students worldwide, always steering forward to achieving his vision to create a world of love, peace, and harmony.
Recently, I had the fortune to meet Dr. Sha in Honolulu. I was very impressed by his vast amount of medical knowledge. He gave me acupuncture treatments to help ease my stiff shoulders. He prescribed Chinese herbs for my various ailments, and one of his most amazing healing tools is his spiritual healing art, which he calls Tao calligraphy. He made one for me and taught me how to trace the calligraphy to bring great relief to my back pain. I feel so blessed to know such a brilliant healer. I sincerely hope more people will get to know him too.
Okay, Jason, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Okay, now Jason, let me lead the people tracing this calligraphy. Then I offer 10 minutes the calligraphy light massage, which means people just relax. They sit down there. I show them how to do. You give me 10 minutes. I will ask this field come to everybody, whatever people back, shoulder, tumor, cancer, whatever depression, anxiety, people can request that. Let me spend 3 minutes for this current calligraphy and give me 10 minutes. I do a mass healing. Then I answer question. How about that? Okay.
That sounds great.
Good. Okay. Now everybody, let me. This is my new calligraphy. Everybody relax. Put a hand. Follow me. You can see the the little introduction tip. Everybody say, dear Tao calligraphy. Tao means the source, carries love, light, frequency, vibration, positive information, energy, matter. We said the Shaanxi Jing universal law. De means source, nutrients. We eat the food, the vitamins, fruits, human realm, but the source has a source nutrient. Have you thought about what God eat? God in the soul form. How about the Buddha eat? Buddha eat the source nutrient, including source vitamin, mineral, amino acid, protein, nectar, like a nectar, like a sweet dew. Da greatest love. Love melts all blockage. We are going to trace. We're going to trace 2 or 3 minutes. Put a hand here, 5 fingers. Just follow me. Please give me a healing. Choose one area: back pain, knee pain, shoulder, knee. Also, some people even have cancer, depression. Depressions for heart, liver's anger, and the spleens for worry. Grief is lung, and the kidney, urinary bladder. I see my book. Everything's there. 5 elements. Put a finger. Connect. What scientific way? Order, connect, and harmonize. Our sickness, relationship, financial challenge is disorder, disconnect, and disharmony. Just treat for me. Does not matter you feel something, do not feel something, do not matter. Because the field connect with everybody. Yeah. We do 5 times. Second. Relax, everybody. Total relax. 2 more time. 道德大爱，道德大爱，道德大爱。The field, the portal, come to me, wash the blockage. Everybody watch. If you have a pain, inflammation, tumor, cancer, watch like this. Inside the body is gray and dark. The part of light come in, change. Sometimes it's I have everybody go to the YouTube Dr. Sha DRSHA.com. These hundreds of heart touching story. You will be moved by this. This is Tao calligraphy field healing. Everybody relax. You see the story. People and 80% cancer will recover. That she was lawyer. One more time. 好, now Jason, letting me do a 10 minutes healing from now. Then I answer question. How about that? Okay.
All right. Yeah, we go to break. Our next break is in about 30 minutes, so that sounds good.
Lots of okay. 亮，把那 wall 看了。This is the wall. My calligraphy light wall. How to do? Everybody sit down here. Put one palm on the navel. For the people later, you watch again. Anybody same thing, and even now or later, does not matter. Put your palm on the navel. Another
does it
palm,
matter which hand?
Does not matter. Does not matter yin and yang. So it's okay. So therefore, one hand's in the shoulder or neck. Some people breast cancer, heart, stomach, colon, uterus.
I have a neck issue, so I'm going to put the one hand on my neck. Right where it hurts.
Perfect. And also, okay, how to do close eyes. This is the wall. I explained. This is the field. This field. I will explain. Everybody relax. Tao calligraphy healing field. This portal. And everybody close eyes, please. Gently put your mind. This put on your neck. Any part, think any part of the body. One area you need the healing. Now calligraphy healing field. This wall open. Relax. Music. Then go to relax. Close eyes. You allow this because the Tao cannot be seen, cannot be heard, cannot be touched. You saw this that 80% liver cancer, the homeless place, the back pain. You see the doctor's summary. I have thousands of heart touching, amazing results. Nothing guaranteed. Just relax, give a try. In ancient words, if you want to know if a pear sweet, taste it. I cannot say it's 10 minutes miracle happen. Never guarantee that. But some people take one time already feel different. Some people one time could be miracle. Only 10 minutes. Every Saturday, I'm doing 10 to 11 Toronto time. I have 1,000 people, more than 40 countries, 1,000 lie down 1 hour. I have a special service. Today, the show, only 10 minutes. Okay, relax now. Tao love light from calligraphy light wall to your neck, shoulder, spinal column, internal organs, your knee, your back, your organ, liver, heart, spleen, uterus. Tao love and light through the calligraphy field comes to your area, totally relax, like the wash, like the wash. This dark calligraphy light come to your crown chakra, go into your brain. I like a Jason. Wash your neck. Wash everybody brain and the neck. Then go to the shoulder. Go to your arm. Go to your hand, and go down to your chest, your throat, then your heart, your lung. Just like source light. Tao love and light comes down. I come down. Go to your liver, diaphragm. Go to your liver, gallbladder. Go to your stomach, pancreas, spleen, and lipid. Go to your small intestine, large intestine. Go to your kidney, urinary bladder. Go to your pelvis. Go to your thigh, your knee, your ankle, to the feet. Second time. Tao calligraphy, love, light, frequency, vibration, positive information, energy matter from the above our head come down to your brain, your eyes, ear, mouth, lips, gums, teeth. Go to the neck, go to your thyroid, parathyroid, and go to your chest, lung, heart, breath. Go down diaphragm, then go to your liver, gallbladder, stomach, pancreas, spleen, go down to small intestine, large intestine, kidney, urinary bladder, reproductive organs. Go to your thigh, pelvis, go to your knee, and go to your small leg, then go to your feet. One more time. We did it for 3 minutes. Have 7 minutes more. It's total relax. Do not think about result. Do not think about the feeling. The more you think, you not relax. Just give this feel. In my teaching, I am in this Tao calligraphy healing field. Tao calligraphy healing fields inside me. Just like the room. And the nighttime we come in, we switch on, the room is light. In the morning and night, the sun rise up and light up the outside. So this is invisible. Remember, our light is existing world. Tao cannot be seen, cannot be touched. No time, no space, no shape, no image. Source. But the source invisible power is within the calligraphy. This is called transformative art. It's not a simple art. So therefore, unique service. Therefore, continue. One more time. Light comes down. Tao, love, and light. Tao, frequency, vibration. Tao, most positive information, energy matter, which could clear, transform negative information, energy matter for pain, for inflammation, tumor, cancer, depression, anxiety, anger, fear, worry, and more. Come down to the brain, neck, totally relax. Go to your chest, go to your abdomen, go to your thigh, go to your knee, go to your leg. good. 5 minutes. And 5 minutes more. Now you focus like Mason. Just gently think about the neck. Anybody you think about the knee. Close eyes, relax. Do not think what I feel. You feel the tingling, warm. Some people spiritual open. You see the eyes like Jason saw the spiritual image and dream issue. But whatever, do not think anything. Just relax. 好，那 I will because this is the show I will sing 5 minutes more just relax 到 love light from Tao calligraphy field come to the area you need it at a decent neck and rest another hold vibrate vibrate vibrate. Whoa, relax. Remember, is a very powerful mantra, healing sound, release the pain, and also dissipate the growth, the tumor cancer. Like a teaching, just think of the neck air, pull, like a light, like you remember you put the stone on the water, a ripple effect. But the wave, think about that kind of idea. Dissipate. Down love light comes to your neck, your shoulder, your back, your organs, wherever you need it. Down love and light. Vibrate, 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 vibrate. Down frequency and vibration. Down frequency and vibration. Down frequency and vibration. Down frequency and vibration. Down most positive information energy matter that could transform your negative information matter for your pain, inflammation, cyst, tumor, cancer, depression, anxiety, from head to toe, from skin to bone, from skin to bone, head to toe. Wash. Remember, this is not a human's power. This is a higher dimension, fourth, fifth dimension. Millions of people believe Buddha, millions of people believe Jesus and Mary, millions of people believe Muhammad, or believe all healing angels, archangels, lamas, guruji. For me, no religion concept. I honor all your belief system. Millions of people believe God, some people do not. Relax. 3 minutes more. Down, love, and light. Down, calligraphy, healing field. I am in the field inside me. Down, calligraphy, light my sun. Now calligraphy light my start. 2 minutes more. I will sing a Tao song. No English, no Chinese. It's a source voice. It's light. Just only think light goes through your neck, shoulder, back, your organ. Last 2 minutes. Relax. Totally relax. Think nothing. Yo, ya ya yo ya yo ya ya hey ya yo ya 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 yo ya 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 hey ya yo oh hey ya 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 hey ya 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 hey ya ya yo ya yo ya. I just give you light feel ya yo hey ya yo hey ya yo ya yo ya hey ya hey ya yo ya hey ya yo ya hey ya 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 hey hey ah hey ya 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 yo ya yo ya yo 1 minute silent. Yeah. Oh, get well, get well, get well. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So and this is a little about a 10 minutes service every Saturday at 10 to 11. Go to drsha.com, drsha.com. If you love it, allow me to serve you. Thank you.
So drshaw.com, they can go there and watch you do this live as a healing energy that you give out every, you said Saturday?
Every Saturday, 10 to 11, go to drsha.com. Very little registration, people needs little registration. I have 1,000 people every Saturday. And also go to drsha.com, go to YouTube. You can see this. Oh, so many stories. You'll be moved. I don't need to say anything. People, decades trouble, tried everything. Anyway, this is a light. It's love.
I believe I want to go to it because I've already, within a few minutes of you just starting it, I started to feel, because I've had this neck problem for years, like I'm getting this icy, like, release. I would say it always feels like there's a spot that's pinched in my neck, and rarely can I ever get it to feel like it unpinches, and when it does, it's this hot, icy, like, feeling, and I have that right now, and that doesn't happen often. That's only when my muscles relax enough to do that. And I try everything to try to get that feeling. And just doing your session, I've gotten that feeling. Like the pain in my shoulder down to my arm that I constantly have is gone. And I have that burning feeling in that spot where it always feels like it's pinched. So something happened there.
Okay. Jason, can I give you an operation just by my hand? Watch me. Close eyes.
Okay.
I want to show you a picture. Yeah.
You want to see me?
I want to see you also. That's perfect. Jason, relax, close eyes. I do soul operation remotely. Remember the story I shared in India for millions of people. Close eyes are just for you this moment.
Okay.
Relax. I connect with the source. Tao light coming. Your neck. Cut. Open inside. Then 1 minute I will shake the light. Tao light coming. Transmission. Transmission the light. Close. It's total together probably 30 seconds. I suture Remember, I'm a doctor from China. There's nothing related with medical surgery. We honor surgery. I call Dao source light operation. Okay, Jason, share how did you feel this half minute?
That burning, like that icy, like hot burning feeling where that nerves always pinch is just like intense. Like it's like we're like all my muscles like in here are like totally relaxing right now, which never happens hardly ever. Wow.
Wow.
Jason, I'm not joking, people. I am not joking. I did the whole thing, put my hand on the navel while I was doing it, and wow.
Jason, can I share a story? One time I have a national show, a lady, the national host, and she said, Master Sha, can I ask you a favor? I heard you are, world renowned kid. I said, no, I'm servant. And she said, my cat beside her. She said, I love my cat. My cat has a bladder cancer. Can I ask you a favor to do a healing?
Yeah.
I said, of course. Transmission. I just one time a transmission give a light, and 1 month later, she interviewed me. She said, "I want to tell everybody Master Sha's miracle healer. My cat cancer was healed by Master Sha transmission like this." So that is my light transmission. Anyway, Jason, and we can talk more. And I love to serve humanity. I have 1,000 people. You have so many people. Maybe we can talk afterwards. Okay, I can serve your people more.
Awesome. I'm telling people, it's like only other time I've had a guest get my neck to feel that way was off air when I had Chris Lee, who does past life regression, with me, and he did a session with me, and I had seen that I was somebody who had been tortured and had hung myself basically to escape that torture and by my neck. And I did during that session have about similar, maybe not as strong as what you just did, but that feeling it's like that nerves unpinched. And it did take away my pain for a while, but I've come back to it, and now I'm like interested to see how long this lasts because wow.
Okay, Nathan, afterwards, could you call my PR person?
Yeah.
I would like to offer a private session for you, serve you further if you like it. Okay?
Yes,
That's
I
my
would.
gift. Okay, good.
That is an excellent gift. I'm truly honored. Now doing these sessions and or doing these mass, when you call it mass healings like this, when you're doing the calligraphy, is it like, what I keep thinking of when I was reading your book about calligraphy and that, I've been a horrible cursive writer all my life. I'm a horrible writer, but I met this lady once, okay, and she blew me away. She was a waitress, okay, and she was this older black woman. It was a waitress that claimed that all she had to do was have me write my signature, my name and my birthday in cursive, and she could look at it and tell me a lot about me. And she did. I did that, and she knew all kinds of stuff about me just from seeing my cursive signature and me writing it, my name and my birthday. And she was able to tell me stuff I had no way she could know, just from a signature. So I believe in the power of hand to pen, basically, from that what we write or what we put out has a power and a meaning. How is it that the calligraphy tunes into the source?
Okay, like this, everybody see. I just use one word. You use very good story. You said this is I. English is from A to Z. 26 words. So Chinese word, watch, is a heng, H-E-N-G. Heng means horizontal. Shu means vertical. Pie, P-I-E, go this way. Na, go na, N-A. Dian is dots. And go, G-O-U. Go means hook, hook. So therefore, watch here. One, pie, this way. Dian, this way. Dian, this is go, G-O-U. Go here, hook. Then dian, go, dian. So this is Chinese. This one component 16. To form a Chinese word. The calligraphy, just now you said, why people know that these words in my wish system is, watch, then watch, this is very, you watch what's the secret here. This is a normal writing. This like what I want everybody, I share the secret to you. Here's a head.
Right.
Head area. Here's a chest, abdomen, legs. So therefore, when people, I share, when people write a calligraphy, if you write just one eye, some people write like this, watch. If people like this, watch here. Squeezed, energy squeezed. Some missing block definitely on the hair.
Yeah.
If some people write like this, normal, but watch. Some people here, squeezed here. Then, you know what I did healing? When I teach calligraphy, everybody write, I just love, because where they write wrong, I correct, watch here. So if people write like this, I just like this. I just write like that, people instantly feel better. And I do like this for here and here, okay, middle part. Because why? When you write, you give your message, information, energy, stuck here. Then you correct. So this also is oneness rating. Say 1, 2, 3, 4 is a 14. 1, 2, 3, 4 different. Because this is a separate. Like separate. See here, art is oneness rating. One chi, clear all the blockages. So therefore, this is transformative art. Hard to believe. Anyway, anybody, also I have the Facebook show every Monday. I have a dog calligraphy Facebook show. You can find me at Dr. Master Sha, and 2 to 3 p.m. I have 1 hour pop. I have trained 5,000 healers worldwide. I do not do no time even for me to do private session, but I will serve you, Jason, for your one time. But the people can access me Monday 2 to 3 p.m. I have 1 hour show. I do demo, do healing, and also 3:30 Monday to 5. My teacher, sometime I'm on. We do the free session for humanity. Saturday, little registration, a very tiny little fee. Everybody can afford. Thousands of people and it's just beginning, thousands of people. Like Jason, just by a few minutes, your neck feel different.
Yes, it does.
But nothing promise. But you need sometimes you need a little more, correct? I cannot see one time.
I understand.
How long you have your issue? How long already? How long?
It started, I want to say 6-7 years ago. It just started out of nowhere. I don't remember injuring my neck or anything. It just started. Probably before I started doing this show. I know it was before this show. I started doing this show's 6 years old, so I have maybe about 7 years.
Jason, can you do it after this? Because Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I have 3 filming. I think you can do just maybe next week. Choose some time. I give you one time healing. Okay.
Oh, I'm truly honored. Truly honored. You know what? reading your book, Tao Calligraphy, the Healing Field. One of the aspects of the teachings of Taoism, what your messages in the book that I find really fascinating is the idea, because Western medicine, like you said, is very focused on the material and the physical, body, but the whole idea of energy, like the energy between cells and the passing of information. A lot of scientists now are talking about, we could be living in a simulation, and we got the new Matrix new movie coming out where they live in a simulation, and people compare reality sometimes to computers and programs. And I think there's a little something there. I'm not saying we live in a simulation, but the idea that it's about information exchange. Like I know friends of mine. They're a gay couple. We go to a casino together. go play the slots. I walk around with $20. It's gone like that. These guys have positive energy. They always win. They know they're going to win. I swear that energy, they go up to a slot machine, boom, money. Like certain people, I swear, they talk about good luck, or I've always believed that there's an energy field that communicates to the universe and reflects back to what you give it. And that certain people have that positive good luck energy, and boom, they walk into a casino and they're winning. Well, me, I don't know if I have that energy, because like I said, I'll go through $20 at a slot machine like that. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I believe in this kind of energy information exchange.
Say like this. We are in the information time. So earlier I said information soul level and leads the heart receiver. Then heart leads the mind consciousness. The mind meditation moves the energy. Energy moves the blood. I already said this is the information system. Yeah. So therefore, all in the book, I read the book, it will help you. I have written 25 books, some books, for the Tao. You talk about traditional Tao, sacred, Xiulian, longevity. So therefore, this book, I summarize the essence, almost all the book. Very easy to learn. Jason, do you feel easy to read this book?
Yes, I do. And what we haven't even mentioned about your book, too, is there's URL links within the book that take people to the YouTube videos that show them how to do it. I think that's excellent. Great.
Okay, wait for a second. Wait for a second. Liang, we show you the energy channel. Earlier I said, show people 1 minute. You love it. You just see that. You do it. Then, okay, Jason, I can answer people questions afterwards.
All right, we're going to go to our last commercial break. And nobody's calling in yet, but I think it's a lot to do with that people are taking in so much information. But you guys, the phone lines are open. We are going to go to our last commercial break. Please call in with your questions. Now's your time. If you have an ailment or something along those lines, Master Sha might be able to help you. Call into the show. But we'll go to last commercial break. We'll be right back after this. Continue with our honored guest here, Master Sha, when we come back.
Yes. 这样不放了吗？哦，完了，还有。
Intercepted the transmission of unknown origin.
Transmission? Out here?
SOS.
Human.
Unknown.
Alien. Certificate X. Exclusive engagement at the Odeon Leicester Square. Now.
Any systematized transmission indicating a possible intelligent origin must be investigated.
I will hear it.
In space, no one can hear you scream.
If you are interested in discovering the truth about the paranormal and want to hear from leading researchers in the field, join Justin Brown on his 3 weekly shows named My Paranormal Soapbox, Necromancer Live Show, and the Supernatural Symposium, live on Facebook, YouTube, and InterfaceDev.net.
This is an APAC studio presentation.
Hi, I'm Barry, owner-operator of Barry's Barometer Barn. Lately, I bet you've been lying awake at night asking yourself, how many barometers do I really need? Well, at Barry's Barometer Barn, we think you need more than one. Otherwise, we're gonna go out of business. Remember, at Barry's Barometer Barn, we don't know the meaning of high-pressure sales. Come on, folks, buy another barometer. I'm trying to put my kids through college, I've got a family to support, and a secret mistress who isn't cheap.
Visit Barry's Barometer Barn, 000 Storm Drive. Come on, folks, buy a barometer. I'm Barry's older brother, Larry, and every time one of you people walk past the store without coming in, Barry beats me.
This has been a presentation from Tim Morgan's APAC Studio. For more almost professional amateur comic studio content, visit the APAC YouTube channel. Search APAC 2002. That's APAC 2002 on YouTube.
When Alex Gardner is asleep, he has an extraordinary gift. The government wants it, the scientists want it. But to keep it may cost him his life. It might be better if Alex didn't sleep at all. But he cannot resist entering the dreamscape. Can you? See Dreamscape in the West End and all over London now. Certificate 15. It takes an extraordinary adventurer to enter the dreamscape.
Are you intrigued by Paranormal Talk Radio? You'll love the new Paranormal Radio app from Talkstream Live. You'll find a great selection of talk shows covering UFOs, ghosts, strange phenomena, and much more. Download the Paranormal Radio app now and start listening to the very best in paranormal talk entertainment, including the network you're listening to right now, the Paranormal Radio app, free in Google Play and the iOS App Store.
Join us every Wednesday night at midnight Eastern Standard Time for Weird Wednesday, the live stream, with your hosts Jamie, the Living Dead Girl, and Rob, the Phantom, where we'll talk about all things paranormal, including zodiac, astrology, tarot card and oracle card readings, live ghost boxing and spirit communication, where we'll do Voices from Beyond, the Cold Case Files. So we hope you join us live on Facebook and YouTube every Wednesday night at midnight Eastern Standard Time. We hope to see you there. Bye-bye.
Since 1948, Fate magazine has brought you reports of the strange and unknown, all of them true. Fate Radio is carrying on that tradition, bringing you the unusual, macabre, strange, and bizarre. Join host Kat Hobson Sunday nights from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern on WBHM Digital Broadcasting.
Heat 'em up.
Do, re,
Qigong.
You're listening to Paranormal Soup, bringing you the weird every Sunday night. Call into the show and join the discussion. The call-in lines are 219-230-4444 or 260-225-9419 or by Skype caller ID OOJBland00 or JBland Paranormal Soup. And now to your host, Jason Bland.
Tonight's guest has been Dr. and Master Zhi Gang Sha, renowned Taoist Grand Master. We're talking about his book, Tao Calligraphy Healing Field. He did a healing session. If you missed that, I'm sorry, because, man, it was something. My neck feels like the muscles down my shoulder. It feels like after I went to the chiropractor, which did me not a lot of good when I would go, but they gave me the massage and the shocks to the muscle. My neck feels like I went through all that, and that doesn't happen like that at all. So something happened. That's what I love doing a live show, because the paranormal happens live here, the spiritual happens live here, and I hope if any of you have had this experience while watching this show tonight, I'd love to hear about it. You can email me at paranormalsoup@jbland@gmail.com. Comment in the chat rooms. I do have people trying to call in. Aziriana, I see you're trying to call in. I got somebody else on the line. Just hang in there. I will get your call in a second. I got to open up the other phone lines. But we are taking your calls this last half hour. Calling with your questions to our guest, Dr. and Master Sha. This is a true honor to have him on this show tonight. So if you're watching this on replay, I would like to know, too, if you experience anything during the replay from him doing that. In theory, that should work just the same, right? So, all right, guys, we got a lot to get to. Let's get back to our guests. All right, let me see here. Hold on a second. I got people calling in. I hope I got somebody. I think I got 2 people on hold right now. Let me unmute Master Sha. Thank you for staying with us, Master Sha.
Yeah.
All right. First on the line, we got Zach. How you doing tonight, Zach?
I've been battling COVID for the past week, brother.
Oh, I didn't know.
Trying to evict that microscopic squatter.
Oh,
but
wow.
You know what? I'm slowly
I didn't know
better.
you had. I didn't see. I'm not on social media a lot, and you are my friend on there, and I didn't see that. I'm so sorry to hear that, bud. Take care. This may probably, hopefully, get some healing advice here from our distinguished guest.
Yeah, I was participating over in that healing session right now.
Right.
I was grabbing onto my neck. I tell you what, it felt so relaxing. I almost fell asleep on that. So
yeah. Did you feel something from it besides falling asleep? I mean, did you feel something? Because my neck. I mean, I feel like I just went and got a full massage to my neck, and they put the little electrodes they put on my muscles to try to zap them. That's what it feels like. That's what I feel right now. Like I went to the whole massage therapist thing, and I didn't. All I did was sit here like you guys did.
I did feel like some phlegm that was maybe right over my throat, and then all of a sudden it just disappeared like that. I was
really?
like, holy cow,
wow.
That's amazing.
So what's your question for Master Sha tonight, Zach?
I just have one question tonight. Hello, Master Sha. It's very nice to meet you, sir. My first question goes back over to Taoism altogether. So really one of the tenets right there that I found pretty interesting is really detachment from desire. And going back to something that you had said previously is that really the plane of existence that we're on is really an illusion on this. So my question is, though, how does one obtain that detachment of desire really in respect to the illusion that one is living on?
Okay, let me put on this way. So the Buddha's original teaching in Heart Sutra, millions of people study Heart Sutra, study from Buddha. They love it. Some people do not believe, because in Heart Sutra, they say the eye, ear, nose, body. No eyes, ear, body. So therefore, people confused. People say, we are the human body. Why Buddha says no ear, no eye, no body, no thought, but a human has a thought. So therefore, because I said, remember the 6 words, all life is a dream, and illusion, bubble, and the shadow, and the lightning, and the dew. The reason is thunder, lightning, quang, quang, finish already. But the human life is 100 years, very long. But 100 years compared with millions, billions history, 100 years, it's just like a blink of eyes, like a lightning. So therefore, human has attachment here. Buddha teaching, many people even misunderstand Buddha teaching. And because a human, okay, how do I feel? In the Heart Sutra, it's 5 words, the wisdom. One is se. Se means any material. A house, family, business, everything, a tree, the house, everything we see is se. Shou means feeling. This is the feelings. Feelings. So feeling. So there xiang means thinking. Xiang means thinking, thought. Xing means action, action. And the Shi is ala Yishi. Ala Yishi means what do we do every day we are doing. A Akashic record talk about what, for example, today we are in the show, in the Jason show, you answer questions. The heaven record, everything's recorded. So which means Buddha is teaching human being focus so much me, and the emotions. This is normal. But Buddha said we have to out this kind of emotion, me. Therefore, why people meditate is going to the emptiness, because the source Tao, because the Buddha Kong emptiness. So the Buddha sense God is in that realm. So when we truly go into emptiness, then that light, that neutron, like a dog calligraphy light, the light coming from the source, then our body start to transform, to change. So basically, what is a key teaching? 4 words. Yi means use. Jia, Jia. Jia means fake. Fake body. But we think it's true. Buddha said that because human life 100 years is just like this, 1 second. So shu means purify. Shu is purify. Zhen is truth. Truth, Tao, emptiness. Everybody has the Buddha nature. Everybody has the Tao nature. Everybody has the original nature. We all have. Like what is the original nature, Buddha nature? It's just like a sun. When sun shines, but the clouds cover the sun. We all have the purest love light called original nature, 本性, and the self nature, Buddha nature, Tao nature, we all have. But we are covered by these humans, emotions, me, and
life.
Therefore, use this fake body to purify our true soul. A human has 2 bodies, physical body and soul body. People only okay, birth, old, sick, die, business, family. People may not realize physical life is to serve the soul. Physical life is so short, and the truth is where our soul go after physical life transition. So that is a major teaching. Remove this, really understand the illusion, understand it's a short, like a blink of eyes. We have to really pay attention to our soul journey. That's the point.
Well, Zach, thank you for calling in, bud. You might want to rewatch again. There's a lot of information there, but I understand a lot of it too, because I got deep into like Buddhist thoughts, and I read a lot on Buddhism, and my mom is a Buddhist, and that idea of letting go of desire and the materiality. What I said is that the clouds is life. Life throws a lot at you, and it's easy to get caught up in it. And at one point in my early 20s, I was always like, why does people think about these spiritual ideas? I was getting all deep in it, and then I grew up. Life threw things at me. I go, oh, now I get why people get distracted and don't think about these things, because life has a way of like weighing you down if you know, and seeing through that.
Jason, can I give her healing for COVID? I have so many people.
Yes,
COVID.
please. Yes, please, for Zach, good friend.
Ask him, sir, where do you feel no good body now?
Really, it would be like within my, particularly in my throat and in my neck. That's where it's at right now.
Okay. Can you close eyes? I will transmit the Tao light there. Just transmit the light. Close eyes. Relax.
Okay.
Transmission. Your throat. Neck. Transmission. Okay. Close eyes. 1 minute. Relax. Worry. 30 seconds more. Then see my hand, Jason. Cut. your neck throat. Open inside. Close. Okay, how do you feel now?
Well, it's still there, but I could like in the beginning right there, I could almost feel like this almost like a burning sensation on the back of my neck. I can really feel that. I was like,
let me tell you, let me tell you how to do. Sometimes instant response. I tell you, some people, even I know I have 100,000 clients in my life. Some people even feel worse. Some people, I feel so much better. Some people I feel same. Some people I feel worse. No pain, no gain. How to do that? I give you the light. What do? Listen to me. After this a short time, tonight, tomorrow, just put one hand here, one hand navel. Just think because I have so many COVID-19, even people in coma come back. So therefore, I nothing promise. Remember, I told you, which light here, Continue. When you feel well, tell Jason. Jason can forward to me. Thank you.
Yeah,
wish you well.
Thank you, Zach. Get better. Take care, man.
Thank you, Master Shaw, so much for answering my question as well and for the healing. I do greatly appreciate it. All right, everybody, have a good night, okay?
You too. All right, I think this might, I don't know. We'll see. I think this is Ziriana on the other line. Let me see. Who we got? 860.
Yeah.
Hey, Ziriana. Thanks for calling in.
Hey, how are you? All I could say is wow.
Did you feel something during his his healing session?
I'm still vibrating, and all the parts that need healing, I'm either tearing up or coughing, or it's awesome. I've never had that before.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So I say thank you very much, Master Shah, and I'll look into the YouTube or your other...
YouTube Saturdays, right? Or that's the website. You go to drshaw.com for the Saturday sessions, correct? And you can register there, and then you have a Facebook Monday program as well, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. The only question I had, and I'm almost forgetting it.
It's all right. It's all right.
Is that I have a lot of past life health issues that, come forward in this life. And I know the awesome, what he did, and I'm feeling that. But is there any way to kind of cleanse that and make that whole?
Past life karma kind of deal, or past life issues?
Yes. What do you... Yes, I got it. And you felt the past life, Jason mentioned negative karma. In the Tao science, we talk negative information. You feel your life blockage in health, relations, finances could relate with the past life. How do you solve the problem? There are two ways. One way is a self-forgiveness practice. I have wrote a book called Da Kuan Shu. Da Kuan Shu is forgiveness. How to do that? Or even the Tao calligraphy healing field. Dear Divine, if you believe God. Or some people do not believe God. Do you believe Buddha? Do you believe other saints? Or do you otherwise, okay, just dear universe. Dear Tao source, as not religion, not religions. Dear Tao source, my name. I realize, I believe there's a negative karma and I carried in this life. I know maybe something I do not know, the mistake I have done in all lifetime. Please forgive me. So in order to be forgiving, not only ask heaven will forgive you, maybe not. You will have to serve. To serve in all my book, at the forward, I said the purpose of life is to serve. I have committed my life to this purpose. To serve is to make others happier and healthier. To serve is to empower and enlighten others. So anything is a service. So at the family, you serve the children. If you are a teacher, you teach a student. If you're a worker, you do great job. So always consider how can I help others to make others happier and healthier. Therefore they talk about kind heart, loving heart, compassionate heart, and more. So one is ask for forgiveness. The key issues is to serve others. During the service, heaven will forgive us more and more, more and more. So therefore, and also I teach workshop, and I said in Monday coming, Monday 2 to 3 calligraphy, 3:30 to 5. Go to drsha.com. My service, I have so many people carry so many karma issue, negative information. We can teach you calligraphy, like this calligraphy. See the back side. I give example at the die here.
Yeah.
So and you know what happened? A story, true story. In New York, there's a pain specialist. They did a 45 pain patient. They are not my student. They just tracing this. Tracing about a half hour. The result they present a medical conference. So amazing because the calligraphy, this field can clear your negative karma, could add negative information. So therefore, get a book, practice. Thank you.
Thank you for calling in, Azariana, and sharing too about your experience tonight.
Thank you very much, and have a blessings to everybody at this point. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a great night, hon. One of the things I before I even started reading your book in my life, I've been trying to focus on is compassion, empathy, forgiveness, and gratitude. Those are actually things I've been working on myself. Every night before I go to sleep, like I said, I don't belong to any certain religion. I don't have any certain religious belief, but I pray to God, the God I believe in, which is a source. I basically call it the source or the force. And I think of the things I'm really grateful for, mainly my family and my children. And also the things that I could, when you talk about service to others and that I feel like you have to humble yourself to realize, no, you're not perfect. That you make mistakes and you can only learn from them. And I'm just trying to live a more humble life and, let go of things, not to judge others, to try to put myself in their shoes. I'm trying to live a better life because I think it'll affect my health too. I believe all these things are connected. The way you feel inside affects your health.
Yes, Jason, in this book, I teach you 10 thank you to mention that humility. I teach you 10 greatest quality also here. The first is Da'ai, greatest love. Love melts all blockages. The second is Da Kuan Shu, greatest forgiveness. Think about between husband and wife, girlfriend and boyfriend, between the friends, colleagues, between the religions. I forgive you, you forgive me, bring love, peace, harmony. So the third one is compassion. Compassion boosts energy, stamina, vitality, immunity. The fourth one is the Da Guangming, greatest light. Light, today we did Dao light, light myself, light transform all. Health, relationship, finances. Next one is Da Qianbei, greatest humility, because the ego is the biggest enemy for life. So the humility, mission. The next one, Da Hexie, greatest harmony. So therefore, we are the physical life, every company, a family, and also it's a heaven team, a physical team, heaven team, yin and yang. Mild as one. Great success. Sometimes physical team is so good, but here do not support, not successful. Sometimes you have good team here, no physical team cannot do also. So therefore, happy together.
Is that similar to the metaphysical concept of like spirit guides you're talking about when you talk about like a spiritual team or like helping
spiritual team, spiritual guide, Buddha, saints, heaven general soldiers. But in fact, it's a spiritual team. For example, you do business. If you are the musician, musician.
I am a musician.
Oh, you're good. there's a heaven musician, renowned one. You connect with them. When you play, they go through you. Like a
so
Buddha.
believe that.
Yeah. The musician, Buddha, God go through us. Like you said, people just writing and they knows many things about your life. So this is we call greatest and harmony. Next one is greatest flourishing, and next one is greatest gratitude. We want to be flourished in every aspect of life, and the flourishing is next one, great gratitude. Gratitude is the key for progress. We have gratitude for our parents for raising us, elementary school, high school, university, in a society. Everybody we can learn something. Humble, also with gratitude. Then the next one is number 9 is 大服务. 服务 means service, the purpose of life to serve. The last one is enlightenment. Enlightenment is a physical body. A human has a physical body, soul journey, physical life to serve soul. So that's just 10 greatest quality all in here. Thank you.
Yeah, I feel, the part of the reasons I started doing this show is my way of serving. Like, this is one way I feel like I'm completing my, my purpose or what I'm able to do. Even if I don't make money doing this show, I do this every Sunday night because I enjoy opening people's minds to new concepts, especially spiritually. And that's why when your publicist reached out to me, having you on the show, I was like, oh yes, please, because I wanted to myself learn more about Taoist traditions and calligraphy, something I was not familiar with at all. Tonight, so it's been a true honor to have you on. We got about 5 minutes left. Anybody else tries to call in, probably don't have time for your calls, but for anybody else, like, to begin this, like, if they get your book, learning this, the book, like I said, it's a great resource. You have links to your YouTube videos, but if people wanted to take it further, do they need to have like a mentor in this or a teacher to really get involved in calligraphy?
Calligraphy, learning calligraphy, you need to take a course. We have lots of course, but to tracing calligraphy, the book, you just put your hand here, tracing calligraphy. Yeah, can we show people 1 minute about the animation there within the book? People can really get a benefit from here.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, 1 minute. Okay, this is Qi channel. You can see the major, okay, inhale, vision, the golden light. It's in the book. Connect with the MR code, QR code. 希望有，黑哼哼啊，希望有，黑哼哼啊，希望有。好，这样可以了啊。So therefore, there's liver, heart, spleen, and many parts. So therefore, people can directly learn. Like Jason, thank you so much. Just by book, see the animation. So I give example. One time, when I travel worldwide, a senior lady before hold this book. People can get so many body medicine, and he was shaking, crying. I said, "What happened?" She said, "I have stage 4 cancer. This book, I have here 4-week recovery program for cancer. This lady never met me, exactly followed the book, and stage 4 cancer was healed." And also, not too long ago, in Italy, there's one man elect for the mayor, lung cancer. Also read my book and healed himself. Never met the person. The person give the credit to the Master Sha's book. I have another book called Soul Healing Miracle. I go to Amazon.com, whatever you choose one. Get this dog healing field first. Then you can search more. And also, I said you can come to drsha.com, learn more, and also Monday 2 to 3 Facebook show, and every Saturday I have a healing session. If you have a chronic pain like Jason for a few years, and everybody can find out I do not want to mention very little fee. Everybody can afford that. I'm not going to charge so much because I have thousands of people and also see the stories. You will be love it. Let me, not just today's 10 minutes. You can see what happened with Jason, with a man, with a woman, they all feel it. But I do 1 hour every Saturday, 10 to 11. Thank you, Jason, for great interview. You are doing great service. That's why I feel your energy. You give such time for me to explain a lot of things, I Ching, Tao, and calligraphy, and wisdom, time, grace, quality. We covered a lot of information. Thank you from my heart.
Well, I truly has been an honor to have you on this show tonight. And like I said, I jumped at the chance to have you on this show when it was brought to me, because I am open to all concepts and beliefs. I believe there's many doors to the Dharma. There's many ways to get to the truth, and everybody has different religious beliefs and experiences. But I try to open people's minds doing this show to other ideas. And Taoism to me is very close to my own personal spiritual concepts. Basically, that's what I believe in deep down. So tonight has been, like I said, a real pleasure and true honor. And I honestly, my arm is shaking right now. Like the muscles are doing something. Like I don't know what to do with this because this hand is like shaking. Because usually the pain goes right down through my shoulder into my arm, and then even in my hand at time. I told you I was a musician. I haven't played guitar in years. Ever since this started, I have trouble because of it. And I want to get back to it because when I was a musician, the lyrics that would come from me and the music that would come from me, I didn't ever plan out. It all just came.
Yes.
It was all, I always felt it was a channel, and I've always felt that. And I want to get back in touch with that too. So thank you so much tonight, Master Sha. Again, really a true honor to have you on the show.
It's my great honor. Remember, I shared with your friend just now, Dao Light, every day spend 2 to 3 minutes, lie down there.
I will. And, like I said, I read many years ago, I just had this book on Taoism, and they taught me about the scoop the loop is whatever he'd call it, the energy. And I've been using that for years, and it has helped me. So I believe in the benefits of what you're teaching, because that one practice that came from Taoism has got me through a lot of tough times with anxiety, with energy throughout the day. I've used it. And I've had people, I'm 42. I've had people my age I've run into, and they say, how old are you? I'm 42. And I've been cussed out because they don't believe I'm 42 because they're the same age or older. And they're like, how do you look so young? Maybe it's because of that Taoist practice itself that I constantly do.
Yeah. Tao, anyway, Taoism, I want to see, I'm not really in the religions, but I talk about Tao is the source. I love Taoism, Buddhism, because I teach both. I teach Buddha teaching, Tao teaching, Confucius. But here the Tao calligraphy is a source. We talk about source. Yeah. Okay, good.
All right. Well, thank you so much. It's been a true honor. But that's it for the show, guys. Go check out drsha.com for more information on our guest. Check out his book, which, like I said, I've worn down pretty well reading. Like I said, when I love a book, when it's this bent and beaten, is when I've been really into a book. So thank you so much. You could definitely check out his book, Tao Calligraphy Healing Field. You can find this about anywhere, guys. All right, guys, that's it for the show. We will be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Central, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific time. Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. I've got a lot of new subscribers to YouTube. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when we have new posts, new shows, and when we go live. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Our guest is going to be Martin Keller. He's the author of Space Pen Club Book. He's had a lot of UFO encounters. We're going to talk about his experiences in the alien realm next Sunday. All right, guys. See you then. Have a great week.